Hello YouTube and welcome back to Fire Gaming Project. So I'm just logging in now and I am about to basically start um, my resin and all that routine, and I actually didn't play very much today again, so I might actually be at risk of overflowing. Oh, very close, very close. I did log in once just to quickly um, you know spend some resin, but we're good. Okay, so that's good. So, meaning like I didn't overflow yet. I'm close. So give me one moment here. I am going to once again set up my thumbnail and my tags, and then we'll get right to it as per usual. I didn't post my update video yet, but definitely, as you guys already know, I think I was close to 30K views yesterday already. So thank you guys so much. I didn't do it yet, but I'm definitely going to do it today, hopefully. Yeah, so we'll see. See. Let's see. Okay, and then I'm just going to quickly go and post. I know I have over 300 subscribers now, so thank you guys so much. I was very close already yesterday, so I'm surprised that it actually happened today while I was sleeping. And actually, this morning I already went there and surpassed it. My friend actually messaged me and told me. So thank you guys. And some of you guys also messaged me on my Discord channel as well. So again, thank you guys, very much appreciated. It would just be, if I was to do a video, it would just be a really quick like, oh, thank you, basically kind of thing, right? But I still want to do an official one, just to track my own progress as well. So I will, yeah. And then it was Toma's birthday. So, or yesterday, or maybe the day before, kind of thing. So that's why my thumbnail now features him in there. But also because miHoYo released that as a wallpaper, and I think it's a great wallpaper because they're just eating together, and I like using any of the wallpapers where, the characters are there's more than one character, because they have some really nice wallpapers where it's just one character. But I want the ones where there's more than one character and they're having a good time, because that's what these gameplay and chat sessions are for. It's for me to interact with you guys. It's for fun, right? It's not necessarily so heavy on the gameplay, to be honest. It's just me doing my daily routines and just talking to you guys about random stuff, whether about the game or outside of the game, right? So that's basically what it is, yeah. And then, yeah, so I will do a Toma review video. I realized that I actually don't have one yet, because when I got him, it was near the end of of his banner. And I only have one copy of him, and obviously I didn't build him right away because I didn't have all the resources right away, because I didn't pre-farm, because I didn't think I was going to get him. And so I didn't have it. Yeah, so that's what happened. But now that I have him, and because his birthday prompted me to now want to, consider that again, so I'm going to, for sure. I originally did a Toma hangout trial thing way back, but then that's kind of different, right? So then I already got him to companionship 10 already too, so I might as well do a regular review, which is fine. And I do plan to do another updated review for Raiden Shogun, and one for Kokomi as well, but I'm trying to rebuild her, actually, surprisingly, right? So yeah. Okay, so today is now Tuesday, technically, because the server reset. Because I was able to finish off my Yunjin stuff yesterday, so I actually don't need any more of these things for now, but I'm going to take a look at what they are, though. I don't think I need any of these things, yeah. So technically, and thank you guys to those who commented yesterday and told me not to bother spending any more resources on Yunjin other than just her artifacts. So I'm leaving her at 70 out of 80. That's my normal rule. 5 out of 6 Ascension stars. And her weapon is 90 out of 90. That's fine. And then I got her the 4-piece husk, which you guys may have seen already, and these two are 12. I'm just gonna bring them up to 16 and stop there. And then those 20 out of 20 ones were from other characters that I swapped into her, so that's why they're 20. And then these ones, the two 12s, I just need to bring them to 16. That's my goal. And then talons, we'll leave her at 666. Yeah. So that's that. And I don't have any constellations for her yet. But hopefully during the Lantern Rite event coming up soon, then we'll be able to. So right now I'm just going to actually, since we're only going to be doing the defense dungeon, basically, I'm just going to try convert these all now, because there's nothing else. I don't need to fight any more bosses for her. I'm not going to pre-farm from Shenhe because I am saving my wishes now. And then once I have enough, then I will do a separate wishing video. Oh, this is also available now too. The last potion event day is here. I did not do the hangout events yet. Today was a busy day at work. I actually worked a little over. We don't get paid overtime, but that's fine. We're salary. But I don't mind doing the extra work because I wanted to get it done. Of course, it's kind of let's just call it like a draft of what I was working on. And then there's something else that became because one thing was more urgent than the other, so I had to prioritize. Anyway, so tomorrow I just need to clean up a little bit, one of the other things, and I'm ready to go, I think. And then tomorrow we just have our standard day with meetings. So I think I'm on track for sure. I'm not like behind or anything. I did everything I need to do. Of course, I submitted my stuff for review. I'm expecting feedback, and I'm expect like it's good. I like getting feedback, and then I can learn and grow that way too, and also improve. Because I'm still fairly new at the job, right? So, and then there's different contexts and like, stuff that I may or may not be aware of, right? So, yeah, so we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly do this one since I already have my companionship level team here, and she's just right here. So let's just get this done. I did not pre-farm for ores today because I didn't play. So we'll just submit whatever ores I have, and then I'll farm some during this video stream, and then we'll go from there. I'm just picking whatever because I already got the achievement for this. Remember, there's a secret achievement for this quest. If you get them all right, you get a secret achievement for 5 Primo Gems. So it's like a quiz. You just have to get them correct. I'm just picking the first option because I'm just tapping through because I've done this multiple. Like I said, you can only get the secret achievement once anyway, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect. I don't think at least it doesn't affect your result here for completing the commission. You still get completion of the you still get the rewards, so it doesn't matter. Maybe you get more money. I think only Mora is the only thing that changes. You might get more Mora if you get them right. I don't know. Because I know there are some quests like that where I've read, I don't know for sure. If you get them wrong, you still complete, but you get less rewards, basically. These were just leftover pieces from yesterday that I didn't collect, but it's in no way meaning that I didn't like maximize yesterday, because I did maximize. I just didn't collect them before bed. Because I stayed up with you guys till like close to 4, so yeah. Okay, let's just submit those. Clearly I'm not there yet. I'm going to need to farm some, but let's just quickly get what we can get first. I'm going to get this done right away so that I know, because then I don't have to worry about that. I already missed one of, like I said yesterday too, I missed one of my MiHoYo login bonuses for the monthly daily thing. So, I mean, not a big deal, but like still I did miss it. So it's okay. That just means that one of the ones in the end of the month I won't get, which is just Mora. And luckily they've kind of revamped that a few patches ago, so that the ones at the end are just Mora. So it's not a big deal. Like it's not a big loss, so to speak. Oops, clicked the wrong thing. I should have been coming to buy his fodder swords. And as you have seen, I did use a lot of the fodder swords that I had saved up in my inventory for leveling up that Favonius Lance for Yunjin, and to save these up for any future weapon. So the next battle pass weapon that I'm planning to get is going to be the Deathmatch. And I was considering giving that to Shenhe if I was to get her. Now I do have the Black Cliff as well, but the Deathmatch would be a good one to work on. It's between the Deathmatch or the Serpent Spine. I don't have either. I leveled up my Black Sword to R5, and I leveled up my Solar Pearl to R5 as well. Those are my first 2 Battle Pass weapons. So this is the first patch where I'm getting a 3rd weapon, because I missed the first Battle Pass, the very first one with Venti. So then otherwise I would have been a little bit more ahead, because you only get 1 Battle Pass weapon per patch, basically. So yeah, so that's okay, whatever, it is what it is. Okay, so I am going to wait till he's done with the iron ore and just submit the rest. Let's see. Yeah, okay, he's done. Yeah, I figured. Okay, so then... Oh, I had 5 more of these. Okay. Oh, I actually had enough, I think. Why did I submit these then? I thought I didn't have any other... Okay. My mistake then. Then maybe I might be okay, or close to okay. Let me think. Because if I collect these ones in 30 minutes, basically, I should have some, but I probably will just go and farm some instead. Okay, so you know what? Then in this case, let me just see what else I need to do here. Let's finish off the commissions, and then I'm gonna work on the ley lines. Oh, and I can collect the furnishings. Let's do that one, just to clear it out of my list. And I already told you guys I made the mistake yesterday of because the day before I was with my family and I didn't really log in, right? So then like I forgot to complete my battle pass before it reset. So oh well, because my schedule was thrown. It's okay. It's fine. That's what happens when you have lack of sleep. It's okay. It's all for like you know what? This is just a game, you know. And I did advise yesterday that because I did buy the Kaching outfit, so then because of that reason, obviously I would have topped up using the highest top-up package because that's the best value for your actual real-life money. So obviously, so then with the remaining Genesis crystals, I did not spend them on wishes. I could have, but I didn't. And instead, I just bought those limited edition patch bundles instead in the Paimon shop. And so with that, it was just a way to like save on resin, and then it's okay. Like I figured that was my little gift to myself because I didn't spend anything at all other than the Welkin and the Battle Pass for 2.3. And so it's like if I average it out, it's still pretty okay. Like it's still pretty considered low spend, right? And it's a way to motivate myself for the game, but also to like give myself a little break, I guess, for some farming. Yeah, so that's fine. I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying I'm trying to keep it low spend, right? You know, and then also to celebrate hitting 300 plus subscribers and 30,000 plus views, and I think 3,000 plus watched hours. So that's where we're at. Oh, hi, Dirtbag Grant. How are you? Welcome back. I just started streaming, so we're all good. I'm just doing my little Serenity Pot stuffs. And then I'm gonna go do commissions and do other stuff. Oops. Oh, I didn't go and collect too many of those or whatever, I don't care. This will just take forever anyway. Hi John Lee, welcome back. I'm good too, thank you guys. Yay! Yes, I just started streaming like maybe 5 minutes ago. Just got set up and everything. Yeah. Are you guys all in the Asia server? Is that right? Right? I'm assuming, because usually at this time, most of the people that come on here are from the Asia server because of the time zone difference. Okay. What am I doing today? So just gonna be the regular routine as per usual, but I will do the potion event, the final day of it. And then yeah, I didn't play earlier today, so and I'm gonna go farm some defense artifacts as well for Yunjin. Yeah. And then, but I'm going to quickly clear the commissions first before I forget. And I'm going to quickly max out the ores as well because I'm close to finishing off the ores. So let me just do all that first. And then we'll get to the potions thing. I did not explore Enkinomiya yet. I know someone's going to ask. I don't reshaft or Yadaka may ask. So I'm just going to say that right now I did not because I didn't play much today. Today was a busy day at the office. Well, I work from home, but still it was a busy day. And well, I'm going to collect those ores down there first. But yeah, and then so... I actually worked a little overtime, but I don't get paid extra for it because I'm salary. But that's fine. I just want to get it done. Yeah, like I mean it's not due like with a deadline, but we would want to get it done. So and then I want to submit my first draft of my final report for a project I'm working on. And then like for a review and for feedback, and then I can probably that way tomorrow I have some time to like fix it. I'm expecting it to be revised. And I'm expecting it, and that's fine. And then I'll use the feedback to make it better. But I wanted to get a complete first draft out to my boss for review first. So yeah. How are you guys doing? What did you guys do today? Oh, right, Dirtbag, you're on the American server. Right, you're in California. Yes. Yes, you're in the same time zone as me, yes. Oh, John Lee's on the Asia server, nice. That's awesome. I know a lot of, based on my analytics, a lot of viewers on here, on my channel, are actually in India or Philippines or Indonesia, like around those countries. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to, but I'm just saying that's what the statistics tell me. Yeah, I do have obviously Canada and US too, but because of the time, right now it's usually late for right for our North America. So then like obviously I wouldn't have viewers at this time. But if I was to play during the afternoon, I would have other. Okay, I went the wrong way. Where is it? Oh, over here. Wait, it's saying that. Oh, those are enemies. Okay. Okay, I need an animal character. Oh, you got to go somewhere now? Bye. Okay, bye, John. Thanks. Yeah, you live in California, right? I remember. I remember. So yeah, yeah. Sometimes I have a very short-term memory, but thank you for reminding me. So why are you up so late every day? Are you like me? Are you like a night owl playing video games at nighttime? That's totally fine, by the way. I think that's cool. I mean, I do it. I will always grab the free stuff. If there's free stuff, I will grab it. You hate the morning, to be honest? Yeah, I'm not really a morning person, but I think working from home makes it more tolerable. Definitely, we have times where we have to go to the office too, but then like it's overall like if we can continue working from home or have a hybrid system moving forward, I would prefer that. Yeah. Okay, that's that. And then where's the next one? I think there's another one on here nearby. Okay, over there. Yeah, I'm completely a night owl too, so I think it's fine. I find that I'm more productive in nighttime, but I'm also very productive in the afternoons. Mornings are just not my thing, but I can get work done too, of course. But I just like the afternoon and the evenings more. I want the... Okay, I keep picking the wrong menu. I want the little thing that tells me where I'm going. Yeah, there, okay. The light. Are you like a student or are you also working from home as well? Or do you work like in the office? Or maybe you just do like creative work and you just work at home? Because there's lots of content creators, right? So yeah. I didn't know that you can just do that and then just leave. You don't have to actually like kill them. So that's something that I learned to save time. Because your objective is just to smash the two towers. You don't have to kill them, so that makes it faster. Well, of course, I didn't learn that now. I learned that like a while back. But originally, when I first started the game, I didn't know. I thought you had to actually kill them all. But then also in the beginning of the game, you'd want to kill everything anyway, because you'd want to farm their little drops and stuff. Because those types of quests are like nothing new. They've been around since the beginning. Oh, down here. Okay. High school. Oh, okay, that's fine. And then I think in the US, a lot of schools allow you to take it from home, right? Because here in Canada, also same. Like a lot of students have that option to take it from home. Of course, there's the whole parental thing, where if they're younger children, parents have to then schedule to either work from home or to have time off from work. So then that's the other issue. So I get that too. I'm not a parent, but I've heard from other people. So it's a constant balance, let's say. Oops. Oh, I went the wrong way. Shit. Okay, well, as long as there's one somewhere. I have a minute left. Oh, I'm like near the bottom. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Haven't played Genshin since Inazuma released since my phone keeps crashing. Oh, hi, bot Kodum. Every 10 minutes. Oh, yeah. Because they keep updating it, so then it requires more and more, technical hardware resources. I get that, yeah. Do you have maybe like a PC that you can play on or a laptop or maybe like a tablet? Oh, your phone crashes every time. Yeah, don't worry. My phone is really old too, so that's why I can't even I can't even install this game on there actually. That's why I play on PS. Okay, which one do I want? I don't know really. I don't need any of them. I have 2 transients. I have 1 elegance. Cause like Shanhe doesn't need any of these, if I was to get her. So and then Yunjin doesn't need these either. I'll take elegance then. Okay. And then okay, so let me go and dump off some of my ores, and then I'll do the dog feeding, and then we'll go do the potions event, I guess. Yeah, and then like hopefully all my ores is done for the day. Then I don't have to actually go farm very much because I did get a few just now, so hopefully that's enough to max for the day. Let's see. Okay, okay. Maybe not. Let's just see. Okay, these are just 25 seconds, so I'll just wait for these two, and then I can clear them out, and then yeah. Okay, let me read some of your comments. I'll try to save up to buy a PC that can play decent games, but I'm not sure if I'll focus more on RAM or CPU. Okay, yeah. Um, I think you do need a good balance. Isn't that how it works, right? Like, I'm not saying you have to invest in like a gaming laptop or a gaming computer, but you definitely need a good balance where it has decent RAM and decent CPU support. Because if the games, not just this game, not specifically this game, but even any future proofing for future games, you'd want it to have a decent ability, right? Okay, I'm near max. There's only 5 left, it says here. Oh, but that's also because I only have... Well, no. Technically, I could have had... we'll see. Okay. Regardless, let's just do the dog thing, and then... Did I buy out his store already? I think I did. Yeah, okay. Oh, I forgot to check if the, artifact lady... Right? Or did I check? Well, maybe I did. I'm getting such short-term memory, because I do these things kind of, like, on a loop, right? In a certain order, so then, like, I don't even think about them anymore. Yeah. I'll just double-check, just in case. Because she only sells her stuff once a week, and there's 3 of them. And the Inazuma one apparently doesn't sell them yet either. Even after getting level 50 on the Sakura tree, someone one of I forget if it was Rishav or Yadika or one of the others, they confirmed that or Chunchun. Yeah, so then okay. I'll just claim the daily rewards from here. Okay, let me read some of your comments. Yunjin is harder to build than Sarah. The crit damage is 50. 50 sucks. Disgusting. I hate the number 50. Okay. Yeah, I'm not trying to max her. I'm just trying to build up her artifact level, and then I'm just gonna stop, and then that's it. But I'll leave her in my team, of course, to collect companionship experience. Yeah, yeah. I'm not trying to like min-max them. No, that I don't even min-max my main characters. I would try, but then like it's hard, and I don't have the time, and I'm not that devoted. On my opinion, gaming laptops are overpriced. Okay, yeah, I agree with you, bot Hodem, because they also get what do you call them? Like kind of like eliminated fast. Like they become not useful anymore afterward. Like soon afterward. Like if within a few years, right? You know, well that's with any technology, even phones, right? Okay, yeah, then we're maxed. Right, good. Okay. So then now we can focus on other stuff. So I will do the potion event first. Okay, I'm going to read some of these first so I know what I'm doing. I think they're the same, right? Everything single time? 18,000 maximum? Yeah, okay. Okay, let's do the potion event. At least that may be more interesting. And then because I did all the ores already, I'm not gonna farm any right now. I don't really care either. So let's just do it. Is the white tassel good for her? Ooh, I don't know. Let me, I don't know what the, hang on. Let me go out and see what the white tassel does. Do I even have one? Let me see. Oh, I do have one. The white tassel has crit rate and normal attack damage. Okay. Like, on paper, this looks good, but you won't actually use her to crit unless you do use her a lot for some reason. You also won't use her for normal attack. Even Rishav and the other viewers the other day told me that I shouldn't have wasted some talents on her normal attack, which is true, actually. Because you would only use her to maybe lay down her E skill and then her Q skill, or then swap her out, right? If you were to use her even in that way, right? So like you wouldn't even use her normal attack because then you would focus on like the main DPS afterward, and then therefore her crit rate is also not necessary, if that makes sense. Now people that like her can build her crit rate, but then that's yeah. Also keeping in mind a white tassel is still a 3-star weapon, so it should be fine if you don't want to give her like a 4-star weapon or a 5-star weapon. That's also a good strategy too. Save those for like other characters that you care more about. So this is fine. It's like it's a placeholder weapon if anything. Yeah. You use her a lot for no reason. That's okay. She's a cute character. I think it's okay. Like again, you can get away with any character here as long as you like them. So that's why I said, as long as you like them, then you can build them however you want, and I think that's totally respectable and totally fine. Yeah. Okay, let's just see what I'm up against. I'll need Geo in the second team, and then like Electro, and then okay. All right. So then I'll need healers for the second and third, and then the last one I just need to kill them fast. Okay. Gotcha. And then this one, I will... Okay. Let's do this. Okay. I see. So they put all the healers at the top for the trial, because they figured we're going to need them. Got it. So for the first one, I don't even need any potions, so I'm just going to go with that. So let's see. I'm just going to use random characters, some characters I don't normally use too often, so that I can just get through this. Yeah. So let's just go with Toma. Let's go with... Sure, Klee. And then let's go with... we can do Eula. And then we can do... Who else can we do? Let's see. There aren't that many, actually. So maybe I can do... True, because then those wolves and stuff, they won't really... Yeah, so let's just do Venti. Yeah, okay, let's do that. We'll start. Because this one has little mobs, whereas the next few dungeons won't. They're just going to be the dogs, and you can't suck them in anyway. Freeze comp probably on the Thunder? Maybe, yeah, that's fine too. Chi-Chi, yeah. Wait, hold, I gotta do the event. Okay, do it, yeah. Okay. Oh, it's a smaller arena this time. Oh no. Oh, you're trying to heal them, hey? Well, I'm not gonna let that happen. But I'm also gonna do this. Because you have to kill them fast if you want the higher scores for the thing, to make it easier for the later rounds. Oh, we all have, like, life damage? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, shit. Oh, no! We're gonna die! I didn't know... Okay, I'm gonna have to redo this. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't know that automatically... Look, I didn't even use these other characters, and they're, like, drained their life already. Did not know that. Ooh, okay. So by dying, do I get a lower score? Okay, well, I didn't know, so I have to redo this. Potentially. Actually, no, I won't redo it. I'll leave it then. Okay, I didn't know that because those are just regular mobs to me. I didn't know that there's a constant like life drain. Okay. Okay, well, these two I for sure. Then I'm gonna expect this one. Oh, I didn't see that at the very top. The leyline disorder, corrosion is constant in all the stages. Okay, got it. Okay, well, duh. Okay, it would make sense if I actually read it, right? Okay, so then yeah, so I'll probably put two like geo characters here. So I'll probably bring, or this could be like a three geo character team, which is also okay. But I will need to have a healer then, yes. So I will bring. Chi-Chi is good too. But then I should be able to freeze them then in that case. But I want to buff my Geo. Okay. So actually, I'm just thinking if that's the case, I will bring. Let me think. Who would I bring? Diona could be an okay option because she can, but I don't need her shield for anything for this case. I'm just talking out loud. I will bring Chi-Chi. Yeah, let's do it. And then this time I will bring some potions then. So and I realized this too, over the last three event parts, they actually changed the order of the four golden ones. So some of the purple ones become gold and some of the gold ones become purple. So they actually switched the order of them. When a character is healed, attack is increased. Oh, okay. But I'll save these gold ones for the later levels. After a character triggers a swirl, I don't have a swirl character in this. When a character triggers melt, don't have that. Super, no. Elemental Mastery not required. Elemental Burst, I'll save that for the last stage. Active characters' damage is increased, and they take 15% more damage. I think it's better to do that one now on the second stage than a later stage where they're stronger. I won't have any frozen. If an active character hits an opponent using normal attacks from a catalyst, I don't have a catalyst. When the active character uses an elemental skill, all of party members' cooldowns. Okay, we'll use that one. And when the active character uses an elemental burst, normal charge, and plunging, they deal more damage. That's okay too. But I can save that for the third round. All party members charge attack. Okay. Defense. I should be using this one, obviously. Because then it's a Geo team. Sprint. Charge attack, stamina. Elemental skill hits an opponent. More energy comes back. And party members normal attack. Okay, I think we're good with these for now. Let's go with that. Okay, I'm going to read some comments before I enter this. Hi, Ashwath. How are you? Bennett. Oh, true. I could. Oh, actually, I'm saving Bennett for the final floor. Yeah. Hi, PA. Just want to share, Zhongli can beat Primo Geoveshap even with level 1 talents. I'm wondering how strong his C3 would be like at max level 13. Ah, okay. I don't have him at C. Do I? Hang on. I have him at C3, but I don't think I have him at. Oh, I do have him at max level 13. You're right. I do. For the alt, not the E skill. Yes. Because I get it mixed up. Because some characters get on their C3, they get their E like +3 levels, and sometimes it's their alt. Okay, let's just get this done. I do like the radius of his swipes. Oh shoot! Okay, well. I was trying to get him healed, but I guess I didn't have enough. The corrosion in here is actually really fast. See if I can get him done. Oh, that's okay. Okay, so I got 6,000 plus 6,000 so far, so I'm on track to 18,000 to get all the rewards. So I'm going to save this. Okay, next. So the next one's going to be Electro. And it's harder. Okay, the only problem with this one is I didn't want to use my Raiden Shogun here. I actually wanted to use her for the last floor to clear these guys out faster. But I'm thinking now, in retrospect, if as a different strategy, if I can just get this done here and get 6,000 again, then I already got the 18,000. That could be a strategy in itself, right? So I would probably have to bring Raiden Shogun here. Because for the first two parts of this potions event, I always save my Raiden Shogun for the last one. And then I team her up with Bennett, and then we smoke them all, whatever they are, fast, you know? With other, of course, the other two characters too, right? You know? So we'll just see. Okay, so maybe we'll just try our best to get 6,000 plus, and then we'll be done. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So then in this round, I will bring Raiden Shogun, as I mentioned. Let's see. I want more Electro. So we can bring Kaching possibly, even though her multiplier is not that high, but then it will give me the double Electro. I'm just thinking, who else would I bring? None of my other Electro characters are that strong, that's why. So probably that, and then, yeah, then what we'll do is we'll bring double Pyro as well to make it more infused. So, let me just think. I'll bring Yoimiya. No, yeah, because Hu Tao in this case is too risky, because then the corrosion is actually quite strong in this dungeon. Let me see. I will need a healer, so I will bring Bennett, or should I save Bennett for the last round, and therefore bring somebody else instead? But then if I bring Bennett now, I can get double Pyro. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go with that strategy. Let's just try to get this done fast so that I can get the maximum score or higher score so that I'm done and then I don't have to worry. So if that's the case, I will consider bringing some of these gold bottles with me. Let's see. When a character is healed, their attack is increased. When the active character's HP is higher, their damage is increased. Attack speed is increased. All parties' healing effect is increased. Okay, I might want to leave that one for the last one, because obviously the corrosion seems like it's getting stronger every round. It's faster, actually. I don't have a swirl here. Don't have frozen. Don't have melts. Don't have any of these reaction ones. Elemental mastery. It's just going to be... Oh, well, actually, I might have overload. Because I have fire, I have pyro and electro here. The buff, okay, maybe that one. I'll come back to it. Elemental mastery, I'll save that for when I bring the swirl. Burst, yes, we'll bring that one. We'll just do that one now then. No catalyst. Okay, let's try this one. Charge attack, normal attack. To skill. These are stamina, right? Okay, so maybe I'll bring one of these gold ones. When they're healed, higher. Let's try this. Like, you know what? Let's just go for it. Yeah. Worst case, I redo the event. Okay, let me read some of your comments before I move on. Am I on PS4 or 5? I'm on 5. And it would be much better to use Kokomi rather than Chi-Chi since Kokomi has cleansing abilities that can cleanse corrosion. That's true too. I'm going to save her for the final round because it seems like the final round is just it's going to get harder and harder. So obviously this is the last day of this event or last part of this event, so they obviously made it harder on purpose, right? Okay, let's just try to do this fast. Oh, I stepped out of the circle. Yeah. Oh shit, shit, shit. Oh no! Okay. Yeah, this is harder. Ah. He flew away. Come on, 6,000. Ooh, close. I'm gonna save it because maybe it's close enough. So as long as I just survive the next one, I have it all already. Now you're good. Your controlling and timing's commendable. Oh, thank you. Well, I don't think I'm that good of a player to be honest, but whatever. So we're at what? Where's the total? 62. So 63, let's say. So that's like 12, 3, and then plus 5. So yeah, we're close. So we're at 17, like 8 something, right? So I just need to pass this and we're good. Then I get all the bonuses. Yeah, so that's a good strategy. Okay, this is the one where I can then, so I won't have Raiden and such. That's okay. We will bring Zhongli back, and we will bring, obviously, Kokumi here. And then I will bring Swirl, so we're going to do that. And then, let me see. I'm just thinking out loud. So the trial characters, Kokumi is stronger than mine, so I'm going to take that one. Oh, okay. Well, at least it's leveled up higher. I wonder what their builds are like, actually, the trial ones. Character preview. Do they tell you? Oh, they do. Okay. So it's C0. Oh, they only have 111. Ooh. Oh, no, then in that case, I should bring my own, actually, because at least mine's not 111. Mine's a 666. Okay, never mind then. That's good to know. Okay, so then I'll bring Child then, and then we'll bring that, and then we'll bring my Kokomi, even though she's only level 70 because I didn't invest in her that much. Okay, so now we're down to the last team. We're going to bring the healing, obviously, and then let's see. Sprint I don't care about. HP is higher than the damage is dealt. We'll bring it because it's a gold bottle. Triggering a swirl, this is good. And then let's see, elemental mastery. Oh, maybe I should not bother with the HP one then. Maybe this one, elemental mastery, is better. Charge attack doesn't matter. Normal attack from a catalyst. Frozen, not gonna happen here. Melt and vaporize, not gonna happen here. Superconduct, not gonna happen here. Normal attack damage, elemental skill hits, and then a more energy recharge, and these are sprint. Okay, we'll go with these three. So healing, yes. And then triggers a swirl, yes, because I have, and I want elemental mastery because Kazuha's in this team. Yes. Okay, we'll go with this. Alrighty, I'll read some comments before we start. Yeah, the wolves hurt really bad, Jacob Choi. I agree with you completely. They're so like, and the corrosion from the ley line disorder is actually really fast. Like it just takes away, like brings all my team like down to the bottom of their like life basically. Even though I wasn't using the other characters, I wasn't swapping them out, right? You know, so yeah. So, but it's good that Bennett's Circle works really fast and it does buff and heal, right? So it's good. Okay, this event makes me regret skipping Kokomi. I think that don't worry about that because you know what? They did that on purpose because I think that they're trying to make her useful and make people want to have to get her by creating this need for healers, right? With the corrosions, right? We already knew that they were going to do that. Obviously, they're going to do what they're going to do. Now, I'll be honest, I actually really regretted buying her, and I had a video where I was really pissed after I spent money on her, and that made me not want to spend money on the game anymore. Um, which is fine. That's it's better for me anyway. But then like obviously now that the meta is changing and shifting a little, you know, I'm not saying that I'm grateful that I have her, but I did say that I did pay for her, so to speak. So because I do own her, obviously I'm going to build her and use her, which I am doing. So it's good to have, definitely. But I'll be honest with you, you can get away with a Jean or a Barb. I think Jean is actually quite good. I could have brought Jean on this team, but I'm gonna bring Kokomi. Actually, maybe I should have brought. No, I'll bring Kokomi because, um, actually, that's a good point. Jean would be better actually. No, it's okay. We'll just go with this. I just need to clear this and then whatever. So yeah. Exactly. It depends for sure. I'm gonna read your thing before I continue. You unlocked Inazuma today. Congrats, Nicholas. And let's do this. Yes, it actually depends on your team comps and your. It does. Yeah, I agree with you completely. So it's again, I think Jean is actually. And yesterday on my stream yesterday, someone asked me too. They had a like a level 50 Jean and a level 50 Chi Chi, and they had a level 50 Barbara and a level 1 Chi Chi, and they're asking me which healer to like raise, and I said you should raise Jean because Jean is an all-around character. She can do damage too, right? You know, so but Chi Chi can carry you through the game. I can be honest with you that my Chi Chi carried me through to like AR50. So nothing against her, but she just otherwise is useless for other things. But for healing, she's very solid. Okay, let's just slam everything down and just be done with this. This won't be a fast one, so I'm glad that I at least got the challenge completed already, so to speak. Because, yeah, because my Raiden Shogun was my show-stopping finisher for this round usually. Oh. Oh, there's more! This is never ending, isn't it? Okay, let's just stab him a few times. Yeah, low for sure. That's okay. You know why? As long as I got the gold for this, then I'm good too. And then we already got 18,000, so we're good. I'm not like someone that's trying to get like high scores. I don't care. As long as I get all the rewards, I'm good. And we're done. And that was actually, I really enjoyed that event overall, all 3 days of them. And I really enjoyed it. I think that the Abyss would be more fun if it was like that, I think, in some cases. It's definitely frustrating too, but it was not too bad. Yeah. Who knows, maybe they'll bring some of these mechanics into the Abyss in the future. I haven't done the Hangout event yet, so yeah. Perfect, so that was done. Ooh, Battle Pass item. Okay, and then like, what am I gonna do now? Oh, those counted towards the domain challenges. That's good then. So I will go and clear some ley lines, and then I'm going to do the defense domain. And then, yeah. And then, yeah. Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna switch to my exploration team. And we'll just go and clear some ley lines. I'm not gonna collect on them, I'm just gonna clear them. And yeah, we'll go from there. Wait, it's up at the top, isn't it? Shit. No. Yes? Oh, it is at the top. Then I should have went to the one at the top. Okay. Well, since I'm here, I am going to get the little bit of like artifacts that are here. Never pass up free stuff. What can I do? Oh, no, it didn't reset here. There's usually a piece of ore there. Okay, fine. Oh yeah, I didn't feed the dogs yet. Okay, I just realized that because I was because the potion thing was more exciting, obviously. Gotta go feed the dogs after. Okay. And then we run back the other way. Okay, let me read some of you guys' comments. Barbara is so easy to build. It's true. She's a good early game player, and also technically she's free, right? I think in the early game they still give one copy of her for free, right? I know when I first started the game, I had just missed getting one of her, because you had to get to AR20 to get an extra free copy of her. And I missed that, but that's okay. We all got her to C6 by now, right? So it doesn't matter, really. Because those are my early game mistakes, too, where I thought, like, oh no, like, I'm not gonna get, like, the whatever, you know, but it's not a big deal. I'm only coming here because there are ores here. Or is there? Actually, no, they didn't reset. Because they're visible from here. Never mind, what am I doing? Oh, so to go up, the ley line is up there. Yeah, okay. But let me go this way, because there are a few artifacts here. I'll get them, and then we'll go up to the ley line. Is Aloy any good? I haven't seen anyone use her. She's not the greatest, but she has really fast and cheap bursts. So for her being a free 5-star character, I don't mind it. But I don't use her that much. The only reason why she's in this team is because she can make the animals stay near me, so then when I go and kill the birds, because you feed fowls to feed the dogs to get the companionship experience. Well, at least that's what I do, because it's the easiest companionship quest. So then, yeah, so that's the only reason I keep her in my exploration. This is my exploration team. So then, like, I just leave her there so that I can kill birds. I mean, technically I have tons of birds already, but still, yeah. She's okay. I mean, she's free, so free is still always good. Okay, so where is it? It's up on this mountain, right? Oh shit, that's high. How do I get up there? There must be another way that I must have missed somewhere. Hang on. I'm going to select the navigation thing, and it will give me that light, that beam of light, right? Or does it not do that anymore? Okay. Well, or maybe it's on. Maybe it's not up there. Maybe it's just around the corner here. Let me see. Because it didn't say there's an arrow on there saying it's up or down. Maybe it's just around the corner here. You can just walk up to the birds and kill them. Or any animal. Well, that one disappeared, but still. Okay, where is this? Oh, over here. Yes. Up, it says. Oh, here, okay. Okay, yeah, so it wasn't at the top of the mountain, it's just here. Okay, let's read some of your comments. She's so good. No, AR15. She's okay, yeah. Message retracted. Okay. I literally need Xiao, but when I try to save up Primo gems, I just fight bosses. That's fine. I mean, I don't know if... Okay, honestly, I don't even use my Xiao at all, but he's good, but like, I would just say go for the characters that you like. Yeah, because Primo gems are hard to get. In the sense that you have to hard to save them up for all the pities. Okay. You used Aloy as a cryo applicator because she's pretty solid. That's true. Yeah, she's not bad in that. She's fast when she shoots out her stuff. It's just that her E doesn't always hit, right? So it's fine. There's always an outlier over here. Where's the others? So in case you're wondering why I'm doing the ley lines, it's because you have to do 20 of them to get the battle pass points. I think that's pretty clear. So I'm only doing the basic one. I'm not collecting on them because I don't want to waste the resin on these, but I'm just doing them so that I can, because you can get 6 a day, right? Because you can do both all 3 countries, and then you get 2, right? So that's 6, and then yeah, you can just, or you can actually like claim some of them if you want to. That's fine. Okay. And then we're done those ones, so we can go to, okay, it's still highlighting that one. I need to cancel this navigation. Okay, never mind. So then, okay, perfect. There's one here. Oh, expedition. Let's just go claim that first. Oh yeah, and then like my talent, not talent, my resin is 40, so I'm gonna just spend it here. Because I'm gonna do the defense domain afterwards with the condensed resins. And those are done for the day. Those ones, and then yeah, expedition. Okay. Alright, and then there was the last few items that they were forging for me. Collect them all. And yes, we are max for the day, so that's good. And now that we're back in Mondstadt, we just have to clear out the ley lines here. I'll read some of your messages now. Okay, so Mihoyo should give me Primo Gems because I got traumatized while fighting Child, and yes, I lost my 50-50 on his rerun, and yes, I wanted him. I will say, like, don't worry, he'll come back again. He's come back more than any other character so far. Well, he came back first before any other character, right? He came back twice first. I agree, though, I really loved Child. Like, yeah, he's a really solid character. I know not everyone agrees, and that's fine. I mean, again, that's what it just goes back to whoever you like, just go for them, right? You know, I think Child is very useful, and I really enjoy his gameplay. So I like the ones that are more interesting than just like your typical kind of game player. Yeah, I prefer the ones that have more some interesting like nuance to them. So that's why I really like Hu Tao as well. Okay, somebody's healing them. Yes. Oh, this guy's healing them. Well, then you have to die. Oh, it flew away. Okay. Oh, I got like a cheap artifact out of it. That's good. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Okay. So then now we move along and we go to this one. He will come back again. He will have his rerun after Zhongli dies. Or maybe Shogun? Yeah, no wait, maybe Venti? Yes. He will have his rerun after his Shogun dies. He will have his rerun after Venti dies. Well, Child can't do anything to me though, since Zhongli's enough to dominate him. Can you see my... Oh, hi Astral. Oh, can I see my Kazuha build? Oh, sure. My Kazuha build... My Kazuha is not built perfectly, just so we're clear. I got the Freedom Sworn before that banner ended, like on the second last day, so I was lucky. That rerun banner, I mean, the recent one. And I have not rebuilt him yet because I didn't go and farm like elemental mastery pieces for him for his VV set, so I just left it. So mine is a hybrid build, so his crit rate is really low, as you can see. And unfortunately, RNG is not on my side. It's never on my side. So I don't have good things. These resistance is because my team right now is a mixed team, that's why. And then like Freedom Sworn, of course. And then like here's my artifacts. They're not great. I can tell you that right now. They're not great. So, and then other viewers were telling me that like I should switch to like an elemental mastery build, but I don't have. Unfortunately, I don't have the luck. I just didn't get like elemental mastery pieces, and even this crit rate is the only thing that I had before. So it's yeah, I would have to really rebuild him, and if I do, I'll post a video about it. He's C0, and I did double crown him because I love him. So yeah, I brought his normal attack up, and people are like, why? Because I do occasionally use it, and I didn't mind. So at that time, I was like, whatever. I don't mind investing in the characters I like. So yeah, so that is my Kazuha. Okay, so, and also because like I also had this feeling that maybe when he does get rerun, um, they might give him a new blade, a new sword as well. Because I'm going to be honest, from my own perspective, the Freedom Sword is not going to be his best in slot weapon, and the reason why is because it's not a katana, it's not a samurai sword or a ninja sword. It's a westernized Mondstadt sword. And for that reason alone, I feel like they're going to re-release, when they rerun him, they're going to give him a katana sword, because he doesn't have one, right? That is going to be either crit based or something like amazing. And some people argue that the Mist Splitter Reforged could work on him, but that only works on him to get the max stacks if you can get him to C6, which not many people will get him at C6. So hence that Mist Splitter one is only for Ayaka and Paching, technically. So that's just my theory. I do feel that he's going to get a better weapon. That's kind of why I'm being lazy too, and that's why I tell myself at least, so that I don't have to rebuild him specifically for that reason. Of course, I still want to bring up his crit then, but then if his new weapon has crit on it, crit rate specifically, hopefully, fingers crossed, then I won't need to. That's just my wishful thinking. And I also like his utility here, where you can just collect all the items together. Okay, so we did the two here, and then now we go down to the next country, and we will do the ley lines here, and yes, okay, there's one here, and there's one up there, I saw already. That's a good build. Okay, thank you. It's okay. I'm not like a mega whale or anything. So honestly, I'm not. So as you can hear in some of my recent streams, I don't play this. I mean, I log in daily, yes, and I play the minimum every day, but I don't like min max, and I don't like, you know, I'm not like those mega channels where they like, pay like a lot to res and refresh and keep going for min maxing and getting better and better artifacts and stuff. I don't do that. So, yeah. Okay, I'm just making sure I didn't miss any of those ores. Ores are precious, because they take time to farm and they're a chore. Okay. Oh, that's it? Okay, fine. Fine. He's just so useful. Oops. Oh, those other things didn't drop anything? Okay, fine. And the last one is here. Oops. Got the wrong thing. I'm thinking if I should crown my E or my Q. Which should I prioritize? Are you talking about Kazuha? So for Kazuha, I first crowned his E. Sorry, yeah, E. Yes, E. This is more useful because you'll end up using this more often than this. I crowned this first, and then later I crowned this one. But I did bring this up to 9 at first. Yeah. So if you have to pick, but then if you ideally can crown both, I would recommend crowning both. Yeah. Hi, A&H talking. Welcome. Hi, nobody. What server am I on? I'm on the America server. Yes, and Dirtbag also said E, yes. And hi, Alex Shuli. Hi, how are you doing? Yes. And then, is this Aloy I see? Also, yes, I was using Aloy here and there. Because the good thing about her and pairing her up with Raiden in some cases, because she has a really fast uptime for her burst. And you know how Raiden's chakra, she needs everyone else to lay out their burst, basically, to level up her chakra, right? So in a way, it's a really fast way to bring up Aloy's damage. Okay, let's see. Also, Eve after more lads and female. Okay, yes, nice. Hi KX, so many viewers. Congrats. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's very I'm very humbled that it's like maybe that the algorithm is working with me, not against me. So obviously we never know what the algorithm wants and what the algorithm is doing. Can't control it either, right? You can't manipulate it either, technically, right? So then like, yeah, I'm very humbled. That's all I can say. So I'm very happy. Of course. There's still a long ways to go. I'm still not monetized, and even if and I've already said this before too, even if I get monetized, I'm probably not gonna make very much, to be very honest with you. I'm not like, the big mega channels, and I'm not saying that I would be, but I'm just saying like, compared to those people that make like 100 or 200K a year doing YouTube, no, I don't think that's the case. I'll probably make a few dollars, maybe. So yeah. But thank you, yes. Couldn't have did it without you guys, yes. But still a long ways to go. But every day we're getting closer, like one step at a time. Ooh, another crap artifact, yay. Okay, speaking of crap artifacts, so I checked those little like investigation spots yesterday and they didn't have them. So this region has them every other day or every 2 or 3 days. So you make just an FYI in case you didn't know. Since I'm here, that's all. Like, not saying that I don't even collect like daily artifacts anymore, but oh, there we go. It did happen today. They're random. Like, it may not be the same investigation spot either, but they do happen every few days. Okay. I mean, like, they're not, like, so worth it, but if you're already here, like what I was doing, right, I'm already here, so might as well. Okay, these guys are just gonna be annoying. They're gonna follow me around, so I might as well just kill them now. Oh. Okay. Okay, was there one here? No, I was looking at the wrong thing, sorry. It's okay, I don't care about this line. Nope, like that. I don't do the daily artifact grind anymore because it's just time consuming, and I already find it a chore now, for like just doing the ores. But, like ores are at least, it's good to have because I'm not spending money on the game other than Vulcan and regular battle pass, so then like, I still need ore, right? Whenever I get a new weapon or something, and like I said, I'm going from a battle pass, I'm going for the deathmatch this time because I don't have one. So I only do this because these kongs are useless, and also because there's a few ores here, this chest. I know they're cheap, but I'm, that's a way to save. Okay, there are no more investigation points here. And then upstairs on this rock here, there is the thing to go and get a few more ores, and then we will go do the defense domain. Oh, and I have to feed the dogs. How are you doing, KX, by the way? Hi, so hi to the hi with the smiley face avatar. Which should I get, Raiden or Kazuha? Ooh, good question. Very good question. It depends on what you're possibly missing. So, I think Kazuha is a must pull. I honestly do. So, but I also think Raiden is a must pull. So, here's what I'm thinking now. Originally, I had thought, oh, the ores didn't reset here. Originally, I was thinking that Kazuha is coming on the next patch, but now that I've seen other people's reviews and what they're speculating, they're kind of saying that Kazuha may not come back in the next patch because it may be Raiden and Yaemiko. And for the first part, it's definitely going to be Mondstadt. We all agree on that one. So because the first part is going to be Mondstadt, it's going to be Venti. That's what we all agree on, I think. Most of us, at least. And I agree on, and that was what I released in my rerun banner predictions too. So my guess is Venti and Klee, because Klee hasn't been around for a while. And she's the last Mondstadt character that hasn't gotten another rerun yet, technically. Right? Because we just got, of course, Albedo, Eula, right? And then, yeah. And so I think it's going to be Venti and Klee just to get her out of the way. And it's easy to tie her into the storyline because she obviously lives in Mondstadt, right? And then I think the second part of the story for 2.5 is going to be, of course, Inazuma, because Yaemiko is coming, and because of that, and we already seen the leaks as well. I'm not here to share leaks, but at least we've all seen them, right? I mean, even if you when you open up YouTube and if you follow Genshin Impact as a topic, you'll see that, Anyway, so she's coming as a boss. So likely she's going to be part of the storyline, and as the recent shift is with MiHoYo, with the double banner system and their rerun system, and also their aligning the characters to the storyline and aligning their weapons to the characters, which I really like, right? And they're releasing the information up front. It's actually likely that it's going to be Raiden and Yaimiko and not Kazuha. So, with that being said, to answer your question, you should get Raiden next patch and then Kazuha the following patch. So you should be able to get both in a nutshell. In a roundabout way, that's what my answer is. Because they're both must pulls, in my opinion. Trust me. Kazuha is for support, but he can also do lots of heavy damage. Yeah, and then Raiden is for burst and support. Yeah, so they're both very good. Is A Shogun or Shogun is A, or so this Shogun that I don't know the one that we control if that's whatever, but the one in the storyline that we see in her Eurythma mental state area, her realm, that is A. And then the one that we interact with outside, like in the palace and all stuff, in the early part of the storyline, that's her robot. Yeah. But they're technically one and the same because she resides inside the mind of the robot, right? Yep. And then, okay, so I'm just reading some of your comments before I continue. So I have mixed feelings with Hu Tao since she doesn't really have much mechanics than most characters. So Hu Tao was good before, and she was even good during the rerun. I still love her, but because of the corrosion, it does limit her playstyle. Now, I did do some videos before where I did the Abyss and stuff with her, and she can still smoke them. It's fine. That was a few patches ago when like corrosion was first introduced. I think 2.1 maybe. But of course, in this specific potion event that we did earlier in this live stream, the corrosion is so strong that I didn't bring my Hu Tao with me because it was too risky, right? Because it's just too risky. But I like her mechanic of the risk reward gameplay. That's why I like her. Again, I said this earlier too. I like characters that have interesting mechanics more than just a simple character that you can, yeah. I also like hybrid characters. So hence I love Kazuha. Burnout player, Rain. Yeah, I did burnout a few patches ago. After I think the first two Inazuma patches, so 2.0 and 2.1, after I went and got Ayaka, Yoimiya, Raiden, Kokomi, and then I burned out after Kokomi because that pissed me off actually. And then I had to build all these characters obviously, and then obviously you get Sayu and all that stuff too, right? And Kujosara, and we got a free Aloy, right? And then I was so negative at that moment because and I kept complaining. I'm like, Aloy should not be using at that time should not be using La Senora pieces. She should not also be using any Inazuma pieces. She should only be using Monster and Dragon Spine stuff, because she's a free character. That was a mistake in my opinion from MiHoYo to introduce her that way. So for Ascensions, I mean, yeah. Because her storyline is that she drops into Dragon Spine, basically, right? So she should technically, naturally, just need the Valen, Storm Terror pieces, or Boreas, or the Wolf boss. Because his name is Andreas or Boreas. Their names keep changing. So, anyway, Andreas or Boreas, the Wolf boss, yeah. So then, she should be using those pieces and not, La Senora. But anyway, such as that. So anyway, during that period, there were so many new characters, and there was also so many new weapons, too. Because I went and got the Engulfing Lightning, that was my time when I was spending money on this game. Not mega whaling, but dolphining for sure. And so I felt really burnt out. So since then, I did not even fully explore these last three islands. So this one is not this one, and the bottom one here, and Watatsumi is not 100%, and I don't have all the puzzles solved. I don't have all the little quests done. I did all the main world quests that you can get in the reputation system that appear, but or majority of them. But then yeah, I didn't even fully explore those three islands. These three islands I did in the beginning, and that burned me out too. And I'm missing one enhanced chest somewhere, but I'm not gonna go back for it. I don't know where it is, and I don't really care. So let's just leave it. So anyway. Okay, so back up to some of your comments, sorry. Okay, you need Klee? Yeah, I like Klee, but I think that she's been overshadowed now, but definitely she's still cute and I like her character. So it's up to you. I wouldn't say that she's a must-pull anymore at this stage, but I do like her. Yeah. Also, Yanfei can do what she does, and Yanfei has more AoE, actually. And more controllability where her ult and her stuff lands. Because the only problem with Klee is that her ult, her burst, it's random. Those lasers that shoot and those bombs that burst, they're random. You can't control where they hit. So it's unfortunate, yeah. She won't come anytime soon, so you can save some. Exactly. And Alex Shuli said, I do have 10 spins in Shenhe, and I got 2 5-stars. Woo! Congrats! You're welcome, hi. And, Dirtbags, what? Okay, a robot, you say? Hello, sir. Wait, Dirtbags, you didn't know? Oh, sorry, then we're spoiling the story for you. Hi, Aura, how are you doing? Welcome. Oh, Dirtbags has to go? Okay, well, thank you for joining and goodbye. We'll see you in the next one then. Yeah, okay. So, what was I doing? Okay. Sorry, I just want to make sure because I want to make sure I answer your guys' comments first. Okay. So I'm going to do the dog feeding because otherwise I'm going to forget that. And then we're going to go to the defense domain. And for the dog feeding, I'm just going to do my companionship team. And then, I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, so I did the 12, so I'm close. And then I don't do the teapot thing, so I don't care about that. And then the domains will just naturally come. Oh, well, I'm going to be doing the defense domain now, so then that'll be a few more, right? And then, yeah, we're good. Yeah, and then on the weekend, the Abyss is going to reset for the next phase. So make sure you guys and girls go and get as many of those rewards as you can. Don't worry about not getting 36 stars. I will tell you very honestly, I couldn't even get 36 stars until I think either 2.0 or 2.1 onward. I couldn't get it before that. So, oops, I shouldn't have grabbed that. My mistake. Because I need that as my marker. Because the dogs reset here, but that's okay. I have it. I put a marker on my map too. I always stand near the flower because that's my marker for feeding the dogs. Because you have to do the soft reset and then it'll reload and then the dog will appear. Okay, whatever. The flower will reappear in after 1 day when the next server reset tomorrow. But I do put a marker on my map just in case too, like an exclamation point. So yeah. So Alex Julie, which 2 5-stars did you get? I'm curious. You're polling. Hi Aura. So you're polling for Xiao, and you are at 76 pity, or you're very close because now every single you already passed soft pity. Soft pity is 75. So at this stage, every single poll you have has a very high chance, like 90+% statistically, of getting a 5-star, any 5-star. So depending on also if you have a guaranteed for the featured character or if you're just at risk for the 50-50 roulette, right? So realistically, you can just technically, if you wanted to, if you need to save your premos, you can technically just do single wishes. But some people have said to me that if you do a 10 poll, you may get more than one 5-star within that 10 poll. So I don't know. There's that too. That has not been proven, just so we're clear. But then people say that. So there's that too. So if you did a 10 poll now, from pity 76 onward, you will be guaranteed, first of all, the 5-star of whatever you're going to get, and then possibly, if you're lucky, a second 5-star is what people say. That has not been guaranteed, just so we're clear. Okay, see, pulling the flower out of the thing made it so that it didn't reset properly. So even though I soft reset it, the dog didn't appear. Okay, hang on. I just stand on. Okay, I'll just soft reset again. Oh, that was my mistake. I shouldn't have pulled the flower out. Okay. But yes, definitely let us know what you guys get for your 5-star. I'm curious. And also, I wish you guys the best of luck, of course. The suspense is killing me. Let me know what you guys got for your 5 stars. Whenever you're ready. No rush, but yeah. Yeah, I'm also saving up for Shenhe's banner. I'm within pity. I'm at 66 out of 75 for soft pity. So technically, I'm like within 10 away from going to 76, right? But I'm going to save at least 10 wishes, and I'm going to do a separate polling video to see if I get. Now, I'm also going to. I haven't decided yet. I don't. Okay, so just so we're clear, Shen has not a must pull character, that's for sure. I think everyone agrees. But I would like to have her. Um, and I'm at risk for 50-50 because the last character I got was Ito, and I was lucky. That one I didn't spend money on. That was just saved up wishes, and I was near pity again, so I was lucky there. So in this case, I just need to wait and see if I get Shana. Now, if I don't get her when I poll on the polling video, whenever that day will be, likely to be hopefully maybe this weekend, or maybe next week if I don't have enough yet. But like, if I don't get her, I'm not sure. I'm gonna wait and see if I'm willing to spend money to like try to get her, because then I would have a guarantee, right? If I don't get her, uh, I don't know. I again have been trying to keep it low spend. I did not spend any extra on 2.3, the previous version. I'm very proud of myself for that. But yesterday I did buy Kaching's outfit, so I did spend money there. And with the leftover Genesis crystals, I did spend them on the patch bundles in the Paimon shop instead of buying wishes, because I feel like patch bundles was just a way to help myself like minimize farming, let's say, and save resin. And in that case, obviously, I would buy the highest bundle top up because that's the best value, so to speak. Not saying that it's worth spending money on this game, to be honest, but I mean, I allowed myself to get that because I feel like if I average it out over these last few patches where I've been reducing my spending, I think I also reduced my spending in 2.2 as well. Yeah, so then like I feel like I've been on a good course lately where I'm not spending money, not much on this game. So I feel like if I average it out, it's okay. So it's still within the low spend for me. But so I'm not sure that I want Shenhe that badly yet, but we'll see on the day. Like if I have the momentum, like while I'm polling, maybe I'll feel like I'm like, oh, I just really have to get her or something. Then maybe I'll just spend it. Because in order to do that, I have to go through like two extra top ups, right? So right now I'm just trying to save up whatever I have first and hope for the best. Hope for the best. Yeah. Oh, Alex, Julie, you need to go for dinner. Okay, enjoy your dinner. Thank you for dropping by and chatting. We'll see you next time then. Hi, Ashish. Is Shogun a draw? What does that mean? Like a draw as in, um, you mean, do you mean for when I say, are you talking about when I'm talking about 50-50, or what do you mean? Or a draw with what? Maybe can you clarify? So Aura, okay, you're just saving Primo, so in the last day of his Xiao banner, you'll do a 20 pull. How many 5 stars do I have now? Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. Yeah, save. No rush to like pull now. I have all the characters that have been released since the beginning of the game. I started this game at the end of Venti's banner, at the beginning of Klee's banner, so I missed Venti on the original run, so for his rerun, I made sure I had to get him. And at that point, that was when I was kind of like willing to spend on this game, so I was, yeah. I started as a free to play, and then I became a low spender, and then pretty much let's just say I started as a low spender, and then there was a few patches in the like late game, let's say after I was AR50ish already, where I decided to dolphin a little bit, and then I reverted back to being a low spender now. And I don't have C6 5-star characters, just so we're clear. Yeah, and I don't go for every weapon banner either. I do skip a lot of them. So yeah. And I have been lucky, I will say, on my account too. I did get a lot of my 5 stars for free. My Klee was free in the beginning. My Jean was free. My Jean I got from the free wishes that you get when you first start the game. I got Jean on my first 10 pull on my Noelle banner. Or first few polls, I mean, sorry. And then, oh, we're done the dogs. And then my Klee, I got it from using those free gems that you get in the beginning of the game as well. I got my Klee for free as well. And I think I even got my child for free. Because in the beginning of the game, you can get a lot of gems, because I was like hardcore exploring and collecting everything. So yeah. So my first 3 characters were free. Yeah. So I was pretty lucky. And I've been pretty lucky with the weapon banners overall too. Of course, I do lose the 50/50s too, just so we're clear. And sometimes when I do get like crappy like 50/50 like 5-star weapons, I just save them and then I give them to other characters that come down the way. So my way of low spending is also that. I just give characters what I have instead of trying to go for every single signature weapon. Yeah. Hi, Ami, Ua. I can read the hiragana, so yeah, welcome. And hello, Q-pop. Um, just a question. Do you not get in trouble for logging in and out for the friendship experience world quest? I was just too scared to do that kind of farming. No, you don't get in trouble. I've been doing that since I found out this friendship quest thing. You're allowed to do it up to a maximum of 10 times. As you see in the last one I just did, I got no more rewards. So then you know that you've done it already. You're allowed to do that because the game allows you to like collect 10 companionship rewards a day. And I will say the dog one is the easiest one, and actually it has the highest, in my opinion, one of the highest companionship experiences because you get 15. Whereas I've done a video about this in my tips playlist way back. In other companionship quests where you go and do like the random world quest, you might only get 10. So here, at least I guarantee that I'm getting 15 experience per time. So that's 150 by times 10, right? And then you get like an average, let's just say between 15 and 20,000 Mora. And you get, maybe let's just say like, I don't know, maybe like 10 Mystic Ore. I don't think it's 10. Let's just say maybe like 5 to like 10 Mystic Ore and then like, and some lower level Mystic like ores, right? So I think it's okay, worth doing. It only takes less than like 5 minutes if you just log out fast enough. Now, when I was on PS4, it did take longer to log off and log back in, so then maybe 10 minutes. But on PS5, it's so fast, as you guys can see. So yeah. So Ashish, sorry, I don't understand your question. When you say is Shogun a draw, like a draw between what? Like you mean a tie with another character, or do you mean a draw as in like when we were talking about the 50/50 system? Because someone asked me what the 50/50 system was the other day because they're a newer player, so I explained that. Is that what you're talking about? I'm not sure. I definitely want to answer your question, but I'm not sure what you're saying. Oh, hi John Lee, welcome back. Yeah, you're welcome, Q-pop. Yeah, it's a good tip for sure. And I'll be honest, I didn't used to farm them either. I didn't care for companionship experience. Just to address this question, I didn't care for my whole early game. I only started doing it in Inazuma because then I realized I wanted because I was dolphining and I was like investing in my account, right? So I'm like, well, I want their freaking like companionship level 10, and then I want them like out of my team, So right now, my only 3 characters currently that I don't have companionship 10 are these 3, the newer ones. But these 2 are near almost done. Yeah, and I don't have Shanha yet. But everyone else has 10 already. I have all their name cards already. These are all 10. But they're not all 90/90 either. I only make 90/90 for the characters that I really love. And for all support characters and most 4 stars, I just leave them at 70 out of 80. And that includes support characters that are 5 stars like Kokomi. And also 5-star characters like Aloy, like characters that I don't use that often, I just leave them at 70 out of 80. Because at 70 out of 80, you can get the 3rd Acquaint Fate. So make sure you get those. Right, That's what I do. Yeah, that's my little, I'm not going to call it a tip, but that's just my little standard, let's say. 70 out of 80 doesn't make them strong either, just so we're clear. It's like the bare minimum to make them survive. But, if you're not planning to use them or heavily invest in them, then that's fine. These last few characters, I don't plan to ever level these 4 up. And I don't plan to use the Traveler. It was my mistake to level him up to 80 out of 90. That's my mistake. Yeah. So there are 2 regrets that I made on this account, and that was 1 was going for Kokomi, and 2 was leveling up my main character Traveler. But now that the meta has changed and healing is somewhat still important, but not so important, only in certain situations, I still can say that Kokomi is not a must pull. Deep, welcome. What do I think about future upcoming characters? So, for example, the next character that's coming is Yai Miko. And, okay, I'll be honest, we talked about this the other day. And so some of my viewers, the ones that are long-term visitors to my channel, they kept saying that they're looking forward to her. Obviously, I'm looking forward to her too. I love her sassy bitchiness, and I love her, like, quick wit. And obviously her design is great, right? And her storyline is going to be probably amazing. Hopefully amazing. I don't know, because some of their, and I talked about this too, some of their 5-star character quests are kind of lame. Like, Raiden Shogun's 5-star character quest was lame. It's just a date around the city. It's lame. Whereas Ito's quests involve going to, like, a really cool dungeon and searching it and stuff. And then, like, you know, there was a storyline there. So I like that. I want those kind of cool events, you know? Anyway, so I don't know. I hope Yaimiko's event is going to be good. So, but I don't like her alt animation, and unfortunately, I was hoping that she wasn't going to be like a 5-star Lisa, but she's seemingly like she's going to be a 5-star Lisa. Because the problem with Lisa is she attacks really slow. Let me switch to a Lisa. Lisa attacks really, really slow, and I don't like that about her. Let me just go here. Like, cause she spins around and stuff, and she takes forever to like shoot. Like, so she goes like zap, and then you tap it again, zap, and then like you tap. Like, it's just really, really slow, right? And Yai Miko is kind of similar. If you've seen her animations on the leaks, she waves around her little wand a few times, and then the electricity comes out. So then it's like, oh god, you know? So literally she's like a 5-star Lisa then, because she's slow. That's her problem, you know? Now Lisa's worse off in the sense that you do need constellations to make her strong. I haven't done any review for her, but I'm just saying, I was lucky that I bought her from the shop, the Paimon shop. And I was lucky on the standard banner because I got her a few times when in early game, so that's why I'm at 5. So I have to wait around till her shop comes around and I'll buy the last one. But she'll be really strong later. And even the Mega Whale Tony Toe and some of his showcases, he does use Lisa to set up a trap, so to speak, to do those really quick speed runs of those bosses. Where I don't know the rotation order, but like it's basically Bennett on the ground, right? And then Lisa's thing, and then like whatever other character's thing, and then whatever DPS character, and then he pulls the red key, you know, in the domain, and then the boss or whatever comes out, or the whatever, and then he just slashes them, and then they all die, right? You know, so then like, but mind you, he's also, you know, C6 for all his 5-star characters and R5 for all of his weapons as well, right? So there's that too, right? Also, and depending on the domain, if it allows him to do crit food and all that stuff too, but that's not the point. The point is, Yaimiko is going to be a 5-star Lisa, and her alt, her animation, I don't like. It's too like dark looking. Now, this is an unpopular opinion, but I wanted I don't know why I had this fantasy because she's a 9-tailed Kitsune fox demon. I wanted her to do something really cool with her tails. I don't know why. Like I imagined her tails to be like really long and like fly out and like shoot like laser beams or like electricity or something like really amazing, but it's not. That's all. And then I don't know enough about Ayato and any other future character, so I can't really comment yet. So I don't know enough. I know Ayato is speculated to be a Hydro Claymore character, and my only thing with Claymore characters is that they're really slow. The only Claymore character I like is Aloy. Eula, because Eula is really fast in her rotations. She's the fastest Claymore character still, so that's the only reason I like her. Yeah. So I'm just switching back because that's my default team. Okay, let me read a few more of your comments, and then I'm going to go to the defense dungeon, because that's my next thing. Okay, so can I give a Zhongli tip? So for Zhongli, let's bring him up. So for him, he is definitely a must-pull character. I think that his best in-slot weapon is the Staff of Homa, and someone asked me the other day on my Vortex Vanquisher and Amos Bow banner, actually a few people asked me, and they said, is the Vortex Vanquisher still worth getting? And my answer to you is yes. Because if you were going, well, not saying that you have to go on that banner for it, but if you were going on the banner for maybe go and use Amos Bow, I've had my opinions about both, okay? So just so we're clear, and just let me say it up in a summary kind of way in case you don't want to watch that video. The Amos Bow is gotten through losing the 50-50 on any weapon banner and or on the standard banner. So there's many chances to get it, and I've gotten 2 of them from losing the 50-50 and or the standard banner. The Staff of Homa is a very universal weapon, polearm. So most of the polearm users will be able to benefit from it. Okay, so that's why if you were to get this Vortex Vanquisher, it's going to be Zhongli's second best weapon for him, and it will match him aesthetically because it's his signature weapon. So if you got that, it's actually the only weapon that would work. It would work best for him versus any other character. Therefore, if you got it, you should give that to him, and then if you have the Staff of Homa too, you should give away his Staff of Homa if you had it on him to another character, such as Hu Tao, if you don't have it on her already, which you should have it on her if you have her, or you should give it to like Xiao if you don't have his Jade Spear. The Jade Spear also is a standard 5-star weapon. It appears on the standard banner and from losing the 50-50. I got my Jade Spear from losing the 50-50. just so we're clear. So my tips are that. And then for Zhongli, of course, we already know his best in slot artifact set is Tenacity. So make sure you try to get 4 pieces. I really got pissed off like farming this damn dungeon for him and for Eula, because Eula's Pale Flame is in there too. So, but anyway, it's done now. It's not the best, but it's done. Constellation-wise, to be very honest with you, you don't need any of them. He's very good at C0, so you don't need any of them. Let's make that clear. And this is all stated in my Zhongli review video as well. Yeah. Talent-wise, I love using him as a support DPS. I do use him to attack, as you'll see, as you saw me. I do like spamming his ult. I do like using his normal attack. So I did crown this, but I don't have it +3 levels, so I didn't go for C6, and I'm not going to. This one is just because this is his +3 levels. Oh, so it's his E, that's +3 levels, not this one. Yeah. So then, like, this is not necessary to get +3, but I just got it. And this is okay. You can just level up to like level maybe 8, maybe level 9. Even level 6 is okay. Normal attack is you should only level this if you actually plan to use him on the field, like for normal attacking. I don't mind using him for normal attacking. I like it because he's fast. So I like polearm users overall because they're very fast. I'm a hack and slash player, that's why. So for them, you'll see my trend. For most of my one-handed sword users and my polearm users, I will level this up. But for my claymore users, I may not. Yeah, so like, you know, like, yeah, so you see. Bow users, I definitely don't, because I don't like using bow. Yeah. So that's my, and then her, because she's fast, so I level it up, right? You know? Yeah. So you'll see that as my trend, you know? And I love Child, so that's different. And also Child is special because when he converts this E, it turns this one into his normal attack and his slashing, so it's like a sword, right? So, or polearm, so that's why. Yeah, and then characters I like, I do level up their normal attack. Characters I don't care, or even Bennett, I like him, but I don't use him for his normal attack, so you shouldn't even level it. But I did level it to 6, and then that would be a waste. You can just leave it at 1, technically, you know? And Shangling, I left it at 7, but I could have left it at 6. Yeah, just as an FYI. Okay, so back. I'm gonna go back a little bit because now the comments are coming. Okay, the dog quest is the only quest that gives 15 friendship experience, or is there others? There are others too. Good question, Q-Pop. However, not all of them will. And when you go and explore in the regular world, some of them will give you 10. So wouldn't you feel a little bit ripped off if, say, like you did a few of them and you got 10 only? Because then you wouldn't get 150 then per day, if that makes sense. Whereas here, you're guaranteed 15 times 10 is 150. Whereas, say you do a few of those world random ones and you get 10, then you're not going to get 150 that day. You're going to get like, let's pretend you did 2 of them for 100 and then the rest of them at 150. Then you're going to get like, you know, you're going to be out 100, right? Because you lost 50. Sorry, not 100. You're out 10. I mean, yeah. So yeah. Zhongli, you will summon for Zhongli? Okay, go for it. He's definitely a must pull. Q-Pop, I never regret leveling up Traveler because Geo Traveler is vital since he is my energy battery. So nothing against it. Again, when I said that, I meant I regret it only because I ended up like investing in other characters. So then like what I invested in the Traveler would have been better used in other characters. That's what I meant. Nothing against him. He or she is actually very useful and universal. The only problem is that you end up I understand if you're maybe like free to play or like low spend or also earlier game, that's totally fine because everyone uses the Traveler, right, in the beginning. But as you progress and collect more characters, if that's your thing, then you end up just moving on naturally. That's what I meant. So I leveled him up really early when he was in the Geo, when he first entered Liyue, I leveled him up. And then I actually stopped using him. So when I say that, I want to give some context. So I stopped using him, and therefore I regret that, because if that's the case, then I shouldn't have leveled him up, and therefore I learned from that mistake. That's why I said earlier, most of my 4-star characters are, and also 5-star support characters are only 5 out of 6 Ascension and only level 70, because I will not make that same mistake again. But I have recently so-called made that mistake by leveling up some talents, though. But talents are not as big of a deal. Yeah. Like talents to like level 6 when I could have just left some of them at 1. Yeah. Okay, keep up. I'm trying to stay optimistic because I also regretted leveling up Traveler, by the way. Oh, I see. I just saw that. I agree. Yeah, you see what I mean. Yeah. Aura. Okay. Oh, a bit of jealous because you got to spend a little money and you have all I have. Yeah. Well, I mean, nothing to be jealous about. Well, I obviously work and I have my incomes and I have my investments. So, and for me, I don't make money on this channel or any of my channels, but like, I mean, I enjoy the game and so I'm willing to invest in it. But I also realize that for sure MiHoYo doesn't need my money. So, so I also realize that this is going to be a long game that's going to continue, right? So I don't want to like be spending my money that way either. There are other things I want to save for. In real life, not in the cyber world on this game, right? I also buy other games. I haven't even played the other games yet. I keep saying that I'm going to bring another game to this channel. I even did a few demos recently, like during the holidays when I had my time off. I haven't actually started any of those games yet, but I'm likely going to start them, and I'll do them. Don't worry, I will do them as a separate stream. They will be on another time frame. They will be earlier in my afternoon time. So during this time, I will still reserve it for Genshin, and then for like my afternoons, in my time zone, I will be potentially doing those. It's just that lately I've been really tired after work because it's been really busy after the holidays now, and that we're back to the thing. But later this week, I think I should be able to. The work will be less busy. I just have some deadlines, yeah. So after work, I literally go and take a nap for like 3-4 hours, and then I eat dinner, watch some TV and or a movie, and then maybe chill for a bit, maybe listen to music or whatever, and then plan my next day, and then come and do this. I also have other personal admin things like banking, bills to pay, things like that I have to take care of, right? So, adult stuff. You only have 3 5 stars, and that's fine. You know what? Kaching is pretty solid. I used her in that event just now, the potion event, and she was great, right? And she has a pretty dress now. Chi Chi is again. I had Chi Chi. Oh, Chi Chi, I think I got her for free I was lucky in my early game too. I think I got her for free. I got her from the standard banner because I ended up getting a lot of quaint fates. So yes, that's my starting team. My Jean, my Klee, my Child, and my Chi-Chi. Those are my 4 5-star characters in their very early game when I had 5-star characters. Because I was lucky and I got them early on, then I didn't use my Traveler anymore. Yeah. Yeah, Aloy's fine as long as you got her. You know what? A few of my viewers, they didn't get her. They joined after 2.2, so I didn't know that you don't get her after 2.2. I didn't know that she was only given out during 2.1 for PlayStation players like myself, and 2.2 for everyone else, and that after 2.2 you won't get her anymore. I thought she was just guaranteed that everyone joining thereafter automatically can get her too. I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay, so Deep says, do you think MiHoYo is making arrangements for countering shield meta, like the corrosion doggos? Do you think in future Zhongli will be benched? That's a good question, and I don't think so. You know why? Zhongli is an Archon. So if anything, if you have to limit yourself down to just picking which 5-star characters to actually invest in, you should definitely, and I said this in yesterday's stream too, Zhongli and Raiden Shogun are must-pulls at this stage. Venti is no longer a must-pull because of the existence of Kazuha. I find that Kazuha is better in many ways. However, Venti does have his use too, and I still do use him in the Abyss for the first few floors only, because he can just get the job done fast, because I don't want to waste time on those first few floors, but I don't use him in any other purpose anymore. You'll see that Kazuha is on my traveling team. This is my exploration team, so as you saw when I was doing the ley lines and stuff, I just really like using him because he helps me clear him fast. Yeah. Yeah. So that's my opinion that Zhongli will not be benched. Now, I don't know if like in the future, the storyline where they're gonna like somehow nerf the Archons, which I think is stupid if they do that, but you never know, right? Then that's a different story, but we don't know what the future plans are. So Zhongli, if I don't have Staff of Homa, what should I get? So if you're talking about in terms of Zhongli, depending on if you're willing to pull on the Vortex Vanquisher banner, I just talked about that. If not, then let's quickly take a look down through his weapon choices. Now, it also depends on what you actually have and what your purpose is. I actually answered this question in detail on my Vortex Vanquisher Amos Bow banner discussion, but I'll answer it again here. It's fine. If you use him just to spam his burst, then any of the energy recharge, especially the catch, is good for him. The Favonius Lance is good for him. Like any of the energy recharge ones is good. He also does well with the Crescent Pike physical damage. I wouldn't bother with the Dragon Spine Spear unless you somehow built this to R5. The Lithic Spear, if you're pulling on the current banner, this is coming back for a rerun. I got these on the original banner, that's why. But I didn't even level it up because this needs you to have specifically, technically, to maximize and optimize this. People have done the math. I haven't. I don't care to do the math, but other people have. You have to have at least 3 out of 4 Li Yue characters in the team, and you need to have this to be R3 4 or 5 for it to be more optimal for the damage. Now, you'll still be fine with R1 or R2, but it's just better if you have it, right? Yeah, and then what else? He will not be useful for the Elemental Mastery because Geo doesn't do Elemental Mastery. He's fine with the Black Cliff Pole if you want him to be an attacker and do damage. And also the Skyward Spine, if you lose 50-50 or get it from the standard banner, that's fine. If you get this from the standard banner or lose 50-50 and don't have Xiao to give this to, that's fine if you want to use him as a damage dealer. This is okay too. However, this is signaturally best for Raiden Shogun. So if you have Raiden Shogun or plan to get Raiden Shogun, don't give this to Zhongli, give this to her. And you'll see that my catch is on Xiangling, and I did a bunch of videos way back then comparing specifically these three weapons, Skyward Spine, the catch, and Engulfing Lightning, and who they should be used for. So at one point, Xiangling had, because you see this is R2. I was lucky, I got 2 back-to-back. So like Xiangling at one point had the other one, and then but I didn't level it up and I just gave it to her instead, Raiden Shogun. And then at one point Xiangling had this. But then, like, it turns out that this is better for her because her burst is where her majority of her damage comes from. So that's why this is better for her passive. And then this was just a leftover. And so I had it left over and I had it leveled up already. So I just gave it to Toma. And this can be easily shifted to him too. Yeah. So those are my picks. So depending on how you plan to use them, that will affect which weapon to give him. Okay. So then, you don't have a 5-star spear. Okay, so yeah, so I covered all the 4-star spears as well. So, and then it really, so Favonius is a very standard weapon that's universal for most characters. So that's fine. The Favonius set and the Sacrificial set are meant to be universal, right? Yeah. And then like, because then you know how there's Inazuma now, and before it was just Mansa and Li Yue, so then the Lithic was easier to just get 3 out of 4 characters, but because now there's Inazuma characters, alright, and Child, keep that in mind, he's a Naya character, he does not count as a Li Yue character, even though we meet him in Li Yue. So then like, there are these little nuances that you have to keep track of. I forget, well actually, Fischl doesn't count, I don't even know if she's actually a Mansa character, but anyway, because she comes from some other country, doesn't she? I don't know. But anyway, that doesn't matter, that doesn't affect this, yeah. Is the catch worth it as F2P for Zhongli? Yes, the catch is a really solid weapon. I hate the fishing game, but you have to do it to get this. And the catch is very solid, especially if you want him to do elemental burst damage. Like, so basically you want him to like, you know, spam his burst, because his burst has good crowd control and AoE, like spacing, and also because it's just good crowd control because it freezes them all, petrifies them all, right? So it's actually very useful. So if anything, you should definitely give him the catch. If the catch is better than the Favonius Lance, for sure. Yeah. But I would say if you use your Xiangling like myself, in like the Abyss and stuff like that, and you built her up a little bit so that she's very useful, this is better for her then. So it depends, yeah. But definitely, the catch is definitely worth R5 and worth level 90. So that's a given. Yeah. Yes, Q-Pop answered it correctly too. Yes, if you want burst only, yes. And Jocelyn N, to use him as strong defensive support for my Jean as DPS for now. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. And she's the only 5-star, still early in the game. That's fine. I love Jean. Jean's one of my favorite characters. She has the same multipliers as him. You know how he, here? He has 900% for his skill damage at level 10, like, so crowned, right? She also has 900%. In fact, she has 903%. Like, her ult is very strong. So just keep that in mind. But mind you, this is also because I crowned her and, just so we're clear, I crowned her and I have her at R5, at C5. Again, I didn't pay for it, so to speak. I lost the 50-50 many times. I also got her from the standard banner. So yeah. You use Venti on floors 11-1 for defending the tower. That's fine, yes. Do that, yes. Venti is good there. And I also did that before too, so that's fine. I just like Kazuha because he's faster. Because Venti you have to build it up, and so if you have lots of energy recharge or can gain it back from him fast, then that's fine, yes. But I just use Kazuha. Also Jean, I use her too, because I like her wind, like her E. She can just push them out of the way, and then you can go and slash them to hell, right? So that's what I do. I'm very hack and slashy, so that's why I like any hack and slashy character, yeah. So Jocelyn, just heard point on spamming burst with catch and other weapons. Thanks, great. Yeah, that's good. Yes, thank you. You're welcome. Hi, Ice Gold, Gintama, welcome. How's it going? It's going good. Welcome. Deep, can you give some suggestions for Kujo Sara, please? Okay. Okay, so like, let me bring her up on this here. Where's Kudosara? So just so we're clear, I don't like using her because I find her clunky, and I did a review on that, and I did put that in the title as well. So I, again, as my rule for myself only, I kept her at 70 out of 80. So I did not bother with her crit rate because she's not going to do much for me. Didn't bother with her crit damage, just ended up that she had that. You do need to have energy recharge on her because otherwise she's useless, and possibly Electro. Weapon-wise, I just gave her Favonius, and this isn't even fully leveled up because I don't even use her anymore. But yes, I could easily level this to 90, but I won't bother with that. Probably I'll level it to 90 next week and count that towards my battle pass, the spending, like spending 500,000 Mora requirement. So I can level this up to level this because I don't use her right now, so it doesn't matter. At one point, I gave her the Amos bow because she has this little clunky mechanic where you can do like a charge shot to get the bonus too, but I ended up not doing that ever. So then I just swapped it out and just gave her Amos bow, which was already level 90, to Goro. Now Goro doesn't need the Amos bow for charge attack, but I just needed something on him that I didn't want to build another one. So that's why I just swapped it. That's why, because she's benched already, so that's why I just given her this, because I was building this for him, right? You know, so again, they're very universal weapons, right? Now, I heard some people say that she could be okay with the Alley Hunter, maybe. I don't know. But I think Alley Hunter is better for Fischl, isn't it? So I don't have this leveled up high either. She will not do well with Stringless because Elemental... well, I don't know, actually. Elemental Skill and Elemental Burst. Maybe, yeah, actually, Stringless could be okay for her, actually. Yeah, sorry. I take that back. She could do well with this if you use her a lot, yes. And then Sacrificial Bow, it's okay because she does need energy, so it's okay, right? And then Favonius, yeah. The trade-off between Favonius and Sacrificial weapons is that Favonius gives more energy recharge than Sacrificial, but Sacrificial will give more base attack and less energy recharge. That's the difference. But they both have energy recharge as their substat. And Sacrificial has the chance, if you're at R5, to reset the cooldown so you can do it again, basically a second charge. If you end up using her for normal attack, which I don't think you should, you could give her the Rust, but I don't think that's good. And then also Blackcliff is a solid universal weapon as well. It's in the Paimon shop this month. So I always recommend getting any of the Blackcliff weapons and get them for as placeholders. So that's fine. If you were around since the beginning, since 1.4, the Windbloom Festival, you may have this. And if you already leveled it up to like R5 and level 80 or 90, you can just give this to her too. This is just like a cheaper version of a Stringless. So that's okay too. Yeah. And then we won't talk about the 5-star weapons then, because then it's unlikely that you would want to give her a 5-star weapon. Yeah. Now then, artifact-wise, she is best with Emblem of Severed Fate. It's just a given. Just the way that the game has shifted now. So she's basically like Raiden's companion. So Raiden's best in slot is Emblem of Severed Fate. So automatically she is the same. Just like Goro needs like defense stuff, right? For Ito, like same thing, right? Constellations, I do have her at C6, but unfortunately for her, she does need her constellations in order to be good. Yeah. And then for her, similar to all my other 4-star support characters that I don't like, especially, I leave her at 666. But because she's C6, these two are automatically 9. Yeah. So those are my things. I find her clunky. I don't enjoy using her, but that's just me. On PlayStation, I don't enjoy using both characters to begin with. So that's just me. I find it clunky. So, but nothing against her. Okay, so now back to the next question. Let's see. My UID is on which server? I'm on the North America server. Thank you. Yes, yes. Qpop, you're correct. Yes. Yes. And thanks for answering the catch. Yes, you finished fishing enough. Just waiting for Zhongli banner to see what else I pull. Yeah. And worst case scenario, the catch will do well on Raiden Shogun and on Shangling as well. Okay, Q-Pop, why is there no sacrificial pole arm? Like, there's a whole set of Favonius, but yeah. So people did a bunch of theories on this. I don't remember the reasoning, but they said it has something to do with the storyline of sacrificial weapons and something to do with, is it Mondstadt, I think? Something to do with Mondstadt and not using the pole arm or something like that. I don't remember the storyline. You can search it on YouTube. There are people that have done their theory on it. They also read those, you know when you go and travel around the world and you collect these like books and stuff? They read whichever one and then they looked into it and then they put 2 and 2 together. I don't know. I don't remember what. But people have figured it out, so to speak. So that's probably it. Wanted edits. Show my Xiao. Okay. Let's see. My Xiao, I don't use him. But I did level him up, and I'm not going to call it a regret, but I will say it is wasted because I actually don't use him. So I left him at 80 out of 90 because I don't use him. And I only got him the bare minimum crit rates, just over 50, and my crit damage is not high either, unfortunately. He does need lots of energy, and this is low, just so we're clear. When people say lots of energy, it has to be at least 170 or 180. So this is low, yeah. Otherwise, you need a battery for him, yeah. And then animal, of course, that's what he is. And then for weapons, I did get this, as I mentioned earlier. I lost on the 50-50, and I got this because this is not required to get on a specific rate up weapon banner. And I did level this up. So at one point, I did regret leveling this over another weapon because then I ran out of resources. That's what I meant, but I don't regret it in general. But I meant like I was stupid and I prioritized this over something else. Yeah. So because I got him early, I got him at the last lantern rate, obviously. Um, Keep in mind, there weren't as many different domains and artifact sets available at the time. So I just gave him, as you can see, Elemental Burst because his plunge damage and Gladiator. Yeah. So obviously there's better sets now, possibly. Possibly an emblem set would be good here, because he needs energy if you want him to be more self-sufficient. Of course, if you want to team him up with somebody else to battery him, that's fine too, right? You know? So I was just, I didn't even level these up to 20 because, not all of them at least, because I'm not using him. If I was to level them to 20, potentially they could be better stats, maybe. Yeah, so there's like 2 of them that are 16 only. Yeah. And they're not even that good, as you can see. The substats are not good on some of them. So I just shoved them on him for now. So that's that. Constellation is 0. I don't think he needs any. He's strong already. People have already said you would maybe want C1 because you get an extra charge of his E, but that's also optional. And he's only good at C6 is what people say. And, you know, I don't think it's worth going for C6. And then I left him at 888 only, because I don't use him. If I was to use him, I'd probably bring him to 999, but I wouldn't crown him because I don't use him. I would only recommend crowning characters that you really love and use. Yeah. So that is that. Hopefully you find that helpful somehow. Okay. Jocelyn, so cool for you to answer our questions live. Oh, no problem. Thank you. Yeah, I know it's all in my other videos, but you'd have to see which video to find that. So I don't mind. Yeah. Oh, Jocelyn, you started 3 weeks ago on your AR40. Good for you. Yes, it's always the most fun in the beginning, and especially for newer players, because there's so much more content for you guys. When I started, there wasn't much. It was just Monza and Liyue. So we had all these lulls in between where we were like waiting, you know? Yeah, trust me. So I actually at one point wanted to quit my game at 1.5. And then they teased that Inazuma's around the corner, so I sticked around. And then 1.6 was fun. The Klee's Island Adventure was fun, and I did enjoy it. And I do love Klee. She's like my daughter. So like I just really enjoyed it. So then I'm like, fine. And then 1.6 had these teasers for Inazuma, and also I enjoyed getting Kazuha then too. So I'm like, fine, I stuck around, and I'm glad I did. But at 1.5 and 1.4, those were the 2 patches where many other streamers that I had followed quit. There was I'm gonna name them here because I look up to them. That's why I learned a lot from them. Demone Kim, he quit. Around that time. I think he quit semi and then he came back and then he quit again, I think, officially, I think. And then there was this other one named DS Gaming. He also quit around that time. So, yeah. So a lot of people that I followed, they quit. Definitely there's a lot of big ones I followed originally and I stopped following, but they're still around. And nothing against them, it's just that I just don't follow them anymore. I don't follow Tectone, I don't follow Asian Guy, I don't follow MTash. But Tectone and MTash, I think, are fellow Canadians, and they're doing amazing, of course. They're awesome. I just don't follow them because I just don't really... Okay, because Tectone has this really abrasive personality. This is nothing against him. I think that's great. That's his personality. That's his brand. I just don't want to be watching somebody like screaming or yelling all the time. That's just me. Or criticizing other people all the time, you know? Yeah, so that's just me. Yeah. And MTash is good too, but then like MTash also like he stretches out his videos so that this is not against him, okay? Just so we're clear. It's just different. Every YouTuber has their different strategy, and obviously theirs is working because they're making tons of money, right? Good for them. But like he stretches out his videos where it's like he'll have his clickbaity kind of like title, which is what everyone does anyway, and then like he'll stretch out the topic and really like not really answer the question or talk about the topic until like later in the video. You can technically skip to that point, but you know, like people do those. I don't do those, hence I'm not like huge, but then like I don't do any of that. I just do like regular simple videos. So yeah. I don't even edit my videos, right? So I don't script my videos either. So Okay, anyway, back to you guys. So Jocelyn, okay, Raiden Shogun and Shangling for the catch. I have Shangling already. Well noted. Yeah, because I find that if you have Shangling, she's actually a really solid sub DPS, and I would recommend to level this up. Her ult is her priority. You don't need to level up the Guava Bear. I just leveled it up because he's cute and because of the Moon Chase Festival, which you may have missed then. That Mid Autumn Festival, basically September, October. That was amazing, and I won't spoil it for you. But anyway, Guava just stole the show. And so I just leveled it up because of that to level 9. So this is +3. Yeah. But this you should consider leveling up to 9, if not like crowning it. Yeah, because she is going to pair well if you pair her with Xingqiu, if you pair her with like any other character, because she is an off-field sub DPS. You throw this out and then you quickly swap to another character, and if you can team her up with Bennett and boost her because she can snapshot, and then yeah, there's all these things with her. Yeah, that's why. Hi, Dio Brando. Why the sighing face? Q-Pop, just curious, as an AR59 player, do I sometimes feel so burnt out on playing Genshin? How do I stay motivated? Very good question. So I think I just addressed that actually. Good. I did feel burned out at 2.0 and 2.1, as I said. I didn't want to quit at that point, but I just felt really burned out, right? And then, so I'm glad that 2.3 and 2.4 were kind of like semi-filler. Yes, there's some new content in there too, but semi-filler, semi-rerun stuff. So I was able to like breathe. I still haven't even like explored the final 3 Inazuma islands yet. I have not fully explored Enkanomiya yet either, but I'm glad that they're at least permanent content, so there's no rush either, right? It'd be nicer for content wise, yes, because that's what's trending right now and what's in right now, right? But then like, I'm not in a rush. I mean, I have my job, my real full-time job. In case you don't know, I got it in November. It's a new job for me. I previously was not working. I was basically retired. I'm grateful for that ability, and so I was more able to game, and so my main focus every day was just gaming, and mostly was just this game, and then so that added to my burnout too. So having my life shift back to getting a job that I was willing to come out of retirement for, it's my dream job. And I love my colleagues and my boss and such. So then like it's shifted, yeah. And that also changed recently too, because somebody asked me yesterday or the day before, they're like, how come I'm no longer doing daily like streams? And that is, yeah, so if you see my previous videos, I actually committed, and I said this, I would make a daily stream or a daily video. It's either or. Before, and I was doing it 7 days a week, and I'm fine with that. I was never burned out with that. I'm a night owl anyway, but with now having this new job, because it's in the morning, and although I'm working from home, which is awesome, I roll out of bed, I just comb my hair and maybe put on a shirt, and then I'm like, there, right? But then like my point is like, because I do have to wake up early, therefore I can't sustain like all these late night like daily streams anymore. So that's that. How do I stay motivated though? So I'll be honest with you, and this will sound cheesy and corny and lame, but it is actually true. I stay motivated because I started this YouTube channel in the summer during Clee's Mid-Island Summer Adventure. I had all these issues, mic issues, sync issues, volume issues, like a variety of technical issues that I had to solve and figure out myself. And then like I wasn't even talking in my first few videos. Those videos don't exist anymore, by the way. I deleted them. I didn't even know what I was doing. Yeah, and then like yeah. So then like and then I dropped it, I think, and then near the end of summer, like August or September, then I picked it up again, and then I'm like, well, I'm gonna try to make this work. So then like yeah, and then I was lucky around that time I also got PS5. I was so lucky because it's like super short, right? And I got my PS5, so I upgraded from PS4 to PS5. And then I bought my PS5 headset as well. And then I started talking and start doing videos. Even my really early videos, which still exist with sound, some of them are off, some of the mic issues, volume issues are there. Some of the earlier videos didn't even have gameplay, it was just me talking. Because I saw this other PlayStation YouTuber who is quite high up, I think, or decent. His name is Valkyria, but he calls himself Valk. Yeah, he just talks too. He doesn't show his face. He just talks while he's playing and just walking around. So I learned a lot from him. So then I'm like, well, he can do it. Why can't I? Not saying that I can compete with him. I can't. But I'm just saying, like, he's just talking while he's just walking around and doing random stuff. So that's what I did. Yeah. So how else I stay committed and is because of this channel. That's literally where I'm getting to. It's because of you guys, literally. There was some early adopters that supported me. Every time I did a video, they would comment. Back then I wasn't doing live streams. I was just posting a video, and then they would comment, and then I would comment back to them, and then they'll comment back to me, and then they'll give me suggestions for another video, and I would just make the video. So that's what kept me going. The other thing that kept me going for this game was that I was willing, luckily I'm grateful that I was willing to spend some money at one point. So during my dolphin phase, that was my way to save my game, because I was like burnt out, but I also was losing interest in the game fast. And I committed to, I'm going to spend some money on this game, and I'm going to rebuild my characters, and I'm going to build up the remaining characters that I didn't even try yet, and try out different team compositions, and try and experiment and stuff like that, and try to get a little better at the game. I'm still not good at the game, but like, get better at it. And I'm going to try to get that 36 stars in the damn abyss. And I did that. I think I forget, it was 2.0 or 2.1. And I was super happy. And then and stupid MiHoYo is so cheap. They don't give you like an achievement for that. God, so you get nothing for doing it. But anyway, and then since then I've been able to get 36 stars every single time now. But I can't do it on one run. I have to like only get 34 or 35 on the first run through, and I usually post that video. And then afterwards, I'll post an update, and I'll just put like a pinned comment, and I'll just say I went and got the last 1 or 2 stars that I'm missing by having to redo it. And it's not, and I keep saying this, it's not because the enemies are hard. It's because those damn enemies, especially in floor 12, the last 2 chambers, those damn enemies fly away from each other, and you have to chase them down and waste time. The big enemy is not the enemies in the damn dungeon. It's the freaking timer, because you have to kill them fast, to get like the remainder of 7 minutes left on the clock on both sides, right? So that's the reason. That's the only frustration. It's not the enemies anymore. It's just the timer. Yeah. So yes. Okay, sorry. So that's just my thing. So Jocelyn, yes, it's cool to get to Inazuma and now already finished the main quest of Enkanomiya. Nice! You caught up so fast. Still lots of ground to cover back in Liyue and Inazuma. So many dimensions. Yeah, there's so many things. So it's good for you, especially as a new player. There's so much for you to do. So for Drip Lumine, do I have pyro damage bonus and crit damage? So what do you mean? Like, so you get a pyro damage bonus if you have like so for any character. Just in general, for the goblet, this is the only one, when we say goblet, these are the only ones that can give you like these elemental bonuses. So you would try your best to give like your pyro characters pyro damage, for example, like whatever they are, you give them that. So Eula's a physical, right? So you would give her physical, like that's what yeah. The other thing is if you have 4 people, 4 characters, right? If you can put 2 of them together that are pyro, then you'll get the extra pyro resonance damage as well. Hope that helps. Crit damage is only going to be on crit damage. You can get them in substats, but crit damage can only be gotten on this circlet artifact piece. So like, see these ones? You can only get them here as a main stat. But you can get crit damage on the bottom as well, as you can see. So that's why people are saying there's RNG involved. It's luck too. You have to like really like roll for them. Yeah. Hi, XNTS Magic. How are you? Thank you. And Jocelyn, thank you. Yes, thank you for the congrats for the new job. Okay, so about Xiangling, I feel I've already invested in Amber to level 60, and she's my pyro. Plus, I'm good with her bow for longer distance. Good for you. You're on iPhone, that's good. So I'm not good with the bow. I'm very slow and clunky with it. I'm also slow and clunky with Xiao's plunge. That's why I don't like using him, because I can't maximize the DPS. Because people on PC can click, like spam it, and then they can do so much damage, right? I can't. So yeah, saving for 5 stars, that's fine. Do that. I think that's a great plan. There's no requirement to get them, and as you can see now, they're gonna just rerun them all anyway, right? So there's no like you have to. Like, there aren't that many must pull characters. I can say that. Should you swap Amber out to Xiangling if I get a good bow character? Just some thoughts. Okay, that's a good question. So if you like Amber, and remember Enviosity has made his brand on first free-to-play characters and only the original 7 characters. Now he has since gotten some 5-star weapons and some 5-star characters for free. But regardless, like I didn't build my Amber, and there's nothing wrong with that. With you building her, I mean, because I was lucky, like I said. My early game, I got those 5-star characters right away. I got Klee right away, so I didn't need to use my Amber at all, right? And I got my child right away, so then I had a bow character, right? So I didn't need her, so that's why I didn't level her up. But I did, as you can see, get her companionship to level 10. And then what I will say is that if you're happy with her, then use her. She is basically like a cheaper version of a Ganyu, because Ganyu is like, people kept saying Cryo Amber, but that's not true, because obviously Ganyu adds something extra to the table, but regardless of that, technically their gameplay style is the same, right? I would say that I would highly recommend, and I will tell you this right now. I didn't even know this, that Xiangling was like a hidden like beast. I only knew about her after people kept posting this thing called the national team, and then they changed it to the international team and all this other stuff, right? And then they kept saying like the Chinese server players, who obviously are the most heavily invested in this game, they figured out early on that Xiangling is freaking amazing. So I didn't know that, and as part of my dolphin phase, she was my highest priority to rebuild. So yeah, and then after Inazuma became available, I rebuilt her again. So just so we're clear, I don't mind showing. So like, okay, so her crit rate is really shitty, just so we're clear, and that's because I wasn't able to get a good crit rate build on her. But that aside, her energy recharge is what I need. I need this high. So when I say high, it needs to be 170 and above. So 180 is good. Obviously, the higher the better. And then like pyro bonus, and then like I gave her the catch, obviously. And I had rebuilt her 3 times. But ever since Emblem came out, I gave her Emblem. And I had to pick and choose pieces for her, and I had to like, balance them off with what I had for like Raiden Shogun instead. But anyway, I had to find the perfect balance. This is not perfect in any means, but I wanted to make sure she had crit damage over crit rate. Now, if I was to go and farm that dungeon in the future, I would want I would probably want more Emblem pieces that have crit rate in the bottom. Like, see, this one's shitty. It has some like crit damage, but it has 2 HP ones. I would want crit rate on some of these to ensure that she has higher crit rate. But I mean, I'm not complaining because she does her job for me. She can help me clear the abyss, no problem. So like, yeah, but definitely she is worth investing in. Constellation, of course, you can go for C6. And then talent-wise, I already talked about, this is her priority. And then everything else is up to you, yes. But this is her priority, for sure. So I would just say, in your case, Jocelyn, because you're still early in the game and also you're trying to save up for other characters, there is no rush. You are totally fine to just, enjoy the game, explore, get all the hidden treasures, the hidden puzzles. There's lots of hidden stuff that no one talks about. You have to find people's videos for those. And then or blogs or whatever, online posts, right? But then definitely go and explore and just enjoy the game, and then just play naturally and organically and just get whatever characters, and then see if they're the ones that people you can see what other people use, right? They will tell you early on if the character is worth investing in or not, or if they're a must pull character or a must heavily invest character or not, right? For example, the most recent characters aside from Shenhe, because I don't have her yet, Ito and stuff, I already said in my recent Ito review, he's not a must pull character, but he's very strong, yes, but he suffers from the fact that he's a claymore user, which is slow, and he's a geo character, which doesn't react with anything else. So that is a minus for me. So that is why my Ito, just as a side story, is not level 90, because I just left him at 80 out of 90. But I did give him the 6th Ascension, just to boost him up a little bit. Yeah, and then I didn't even get him his weapon. I just gave him this because I lost the 50-50, and I just gave him this from the Engulfing Lightning banner, and it's just been sitting in my inventory until he came along. So that's what I shoved on him. Yeah, it's not the best on him, but it's good enough. And then I got the Husk recently, and I got this to 20 for him. So yeah, and then I didn't bother with constellations for him, and I just left my 888 as well. So you'll see the similar pattern as what I did. See, Xiao is 888 because I don't use him either. But Ito, I'm using him now because I'm doing companionship for him. But I wouldn't mind Ito leveling him up to 999. That's okay too. Yeah. So not every character requires the same level of investment, and not every character needs everything invested maximized either. So for your case, just enjoy the game and see what characters come along and what weapons come along, because that will define organically what you should do. Yeah, oh, thank you for that second comment about not role-playing and just being me. Yeah, I'm just doing myself. Of course, to each their own, right? I'm not, I know that there are these tips out there for YouTubers, oh, you should use clickbaity titles, you should stretch your video out as long as possible, blah, blah, blah. Fine, but then at the same time, I'm also playing the game live and interacting with you guys, so I'll just do what's natural to me, which is just talk and address your guys' questions. Yeah. So, Mr. Streamer, should I level up Xiangling to level 90 or leave her at 80? I have her at C6, and she has Skyward Spine, level 11 Pyronado, and I want to get my child to level 90, but I want to know. Okay, so if you are minimal resources right now, I would suggest, depending on, okay, this is what I would say. Based on which character you use more, that's the one that you should prioritize. Okay? Now, Having said that though, Child is amazing, and Child paired with Shangling is like SS tier. Those are really good. And actually, if you saw my Abyss videos, I always pair them together. so I would say your priority is to level them both to level 90. But which one you do first or which one you do second doesn't really matter because, in my opinion, they both deserve to be level 90. That's my answer. Hi, Yadika. Welcome. You came on. You still came on, so that's great. Okay, so back to your next question. Should you rather level her to 90 instead of Child? Because I really like him more, although she does the most damage. So again, go with your heart. So if you want, you can think of it this way. Maybe you should prioritize 5 stars over 4 stars. And then among the 4 stars, you should prioritize the super S tier, like 4 stars. So the super S tier 4 stars are only going to be Shangling, Bennett, those two for sure. And what other 4 stars are super S tier? Let me see. Let me just use this view instead. So Bennett for sure. Shangling is for sure. I like Ningguang, but she's a Geo character, but she's awesome. Sucrose, if you don't have Kazuha or Venti, she should be level 90 then. Xingqiu is also good, but you have Child. So see, I have Child, so that's why I didn't level him up. If you don't have Child, and many people skipped him, that's fine. Then those people should level up Xingqiu to 90. Yes. And then then the second tier, like sub tier 4-star characters that in my opinion, that are good but not as good as those ones I just said above. Those second tier ones could be Kaya. He's actually really solid, but you do need his constellations, and his constellations, him, Amber, and Lisa, their constellations can only be gotten from the standard banner by luck and by the Paimon shop resets after every 6 months. So yeah. Yanfei is okay too. Like those mega streamers, those mega whales, they built her up so that she can do like tons of damage because she benefits from being pyro, right? Because pyro is the strongest element still to this day, right? Some people do use Rosaria, and that's okay. And some people do use Chongyun, and that's okay too. Yes, and I know a lot of people use Beidou. So those would be my secondary tier characters for myself. But some people put her as a top tier. That's fine. Fischl can be really strong too. In my opinion though, I actually prefer Fischl over Kujo Sara. Now Kujo Sara gives you a buff, which we talked about earlier, a little bit, and she's clunky. But Fischl's way easier to use. You throw out her Oz, and her Oz is like a cheap version, and I did a video way back. Her Oz is like a cheap version of Raiden Shogun's E, right? So it's steady, and you can get lots of reactions on that. So yeah, these are other tiered 4-star characters, yeah. And then okay, so Barbara's good as a healer in the beginning if you have no other healer, but there are better healers than her, such as Diona, and of course Sayu is, in my opinion, better too. And then Jean is better, for sure. Yeah, because, Jean is good. And then Bennett also. Yeah, so those would be my things. And then everyone else is more optional. Okay, so then... Okay, so many people today. Thank you. Yeah, I'm surprised too. Yes. What's the best artifact for Shield Zhongli? So for Shield Zhongli, then you should, then it's Tenacity, no matter what. It's always Tenacity. Because Tenacity... Oops. If you just read the thing, it basically is for his elemental skill, but it also increases his HP for the 2-piece set. Excuse me. And the 4-piece set, what is that? All nearby characters increases their shield as well, so that's why you have to, so it has to be a 4-piece tenacity. That's the given, yeah. And then, okay, this is moving down. Sorry, I get sidetracked, so I just talk. Haha. Okay, so then this Abyss is just a damage check, and all they do is increase the HP pool for each, and exactly, they just make them more like tankier. Like they add the Mirror Maiden, and she had like 1 million HP now, and the Wolves have exactly. Yeah, you get it, yeah. That's all they're doing, right? The enemies are not hard, they're just tankier, and then the timer is just the hardest part, agree. I don't know if I can talk about leaks, so I'll try not to talk about it unless if I can. I think we talk about them minimally. I mentioned them a few times. I don't promote leaks, but then they're out there, right? So we're not promoting them, we're just discussing. So, it's fine. Okay, so JC Kuriaga, welcome. Hi, what's the best artifact for Shield Zhong? Oh, we talked about that, sorry. Yeah, sorry, because I'm behind in my comments, so that's why you repeated it. Okay, so I answered it now. Okay, I like the cat in the box. Okay, you repeated it a third time. Thank you. Okay, Q-pop, sorry. Thanks for sharing your opinion. I also watch Valk's stream because it's very chill and interactive on your channel. And as an AR58 player, I really should stop rushing the content because, well, there's no need to rush because we're gonna run out eventually. But I mean, there's lots of permanent content in the game, and so that's fine. Yeah. You almost finished all the side quests of Infinomia? Wow. Q-pop, you're amazing. Again, because I have my job and stuff, I don't play as much as I used to, but I still make sure to make time to come on here regularly to do live streams and such. Yeah. Okay. Hi, okay, so yeah, Jocelyn, go eat. Thank you. Yes, enjoy your meal. Yes. Okay, and then so yes, okay, so NTS Magic is at endgame, so I personally don't need more characters. It would be nice to get Yai, Raiden, or Ayato, but it's fine to start summoning on Weapon Banner because I'd rather want better weapons for my first start. Okay, that's a good point. So this is a very good topic as well. This came up a few times in previous streams and in earlier patches. So at a certain point, and even other bigger streamers, they recommend investing in 5-star weapons because especially if the 5-star weapon can be, and so my rule is my personal rule only, if the 5-star weapon can be usable for more than one character, even if it's not their best in slot, but at least it's usable in a good way, not limiting, because there are a few of them that are very specific that only one character can use them or benefit from them, right? Or one or two maybe, right? You know, like that's fine. But as long as you're okay with it and the other character can still use them, go for it because it will give you a big boost on your damage if you can get the signature weapon for that character. And again, there are certain sets of 5-star weapons that are universal, like the Skyward set. That's okay. Those will just be placeholders, right? So, yeah. And yes, you were lucky to get Homa on its first banner. That's perfect. Good for you. Yes. So that's good. Yes, I was lucky too on my first Homa. And you know how Sakapoko, no, not Sakapoko, Tectone, like lost $2,000 and he couldn't even get one back then. But he has the money, of course. I was lucky and I got 2 back-to-back Homas. That's why my Zhongli and my Hu Tao both have one. Yeah, and I have this other video where I talked about should you or should you not like refine your 5-star weapons. So more or less that's the same as the same topic that's come up now. And I saw that Sekapoko actually I follow him still. I do watch his videos occasionally still too. He recently did a video I think maybe a few weeks ago where he's talking about that same topic, which is updated because my video was a little bit older, but the same principle is there. Yeah. Okay, and then let's see. You got the Polar Star for your child. Oh, good for you. Yes, I also got that too, so I'm very happy that I was able to upgrade him. I gave him Yoimiya's weapon at one point, and then I gave Yoimiya the Rust, because Rust was on my child first. And then I gave Rust to her, because it's also really good on her. And then because I got a Polar Star, then I quickly leveled that up and gave that to him, and then I gave Yoimiya back her weapon, so that they both have their 5 stars, so I'm so happy. Yeah. And I pulled Yoimiya's weapon specifically so that I could get that weapon for child instead of Yoimiya. But now I'm very happy because they both got theirs, so I'm happy that they both have their signature weapons. And I do like Yoimiya, even though people don't like her, but I like her machine gun. I mean, yes, I get it. Her gameplay is not anything more special, but I like that machine gun aspect, so I'm happy that they both got theirs. Okay. Q-pop. I think that's the reason why I always get so burned out of playing Genshin, because I always search for more endgame content since I'm very dedicated, which is great, but yes, eventually you'll get burned out. And I'll be honest, because like, you know how I'm doing these like streams where I'm just like doing like exploring and routine stuff? Like, I mean, it's not any more interesting. I'm sure you guys all do it yourself too, right? You know? But what motivates me, and this goes back to your earlier question, is that I can talk to you guys when I'm doing it. So like for me, it's like mindless. That's why I really said in the earlier part of the video, I'm like, oh, I forgot if I went and checked if I bought those weapons yet, or if I did this or did that, because it's like mindless to me, like you know. So yeah. So we're talking about walking abs. Walking abs? Okay. Do you mean like Ito? Oh, when I briefly mentioned that earlier, right? Yeah. They actually nerfed his look because he's supposed to be more muscular than that. I'm still waiting for them to bring like a bodybuilder body type. They haven't yet still. By the way, I found friendship experience is very weird. I log into another account on mobile and join on my main friend's world, then farm for Leyline so I get double the experience. Just sharing. Oh yeah, that's a good way too, yes. They increased that, I think, a few patches ago, yes, to encourage people to play co-op, because I think that from the surveys, they realized that most people don't play co-op. Yes, you do get double the experience, that's true. It's tedious, but hey, 40. You know, I agree with you. Totally. You should do it. Pew pew. Hi, welcome to the channel. Q-pop. Okay, can I get a simple answer as to why 4-piece tenacity of Millilith is not good on Diona? Oh, that's good. Okay, so let's see. I saw on Reddit that it isn't recommended to use 4-piece tenacity on Diona, but I'm personally confused on the reasoning. Okay, that's a good question. So then, like, let me bring that up because I don't know everything by heart. So let me look at it. So 4-piece tenacity. When an elemental skill hits an opponent, the attack of all the nearby party members increased by 20%, and their shield is strengthened by 30%. Okay. This effect can be triggered once every 5.5 seconds. This effect can still be triggered even when the character who is using this artifact set is not on the field. Okay. So then, let me just go and double check. I haven't used Diona in a while, so let me just double check. So my Diona, I just gave her... Oh, I know why. This is just, I think... Okay. The reasoning is because previous to Toma's appearance, Diona had the second hardest shield in the game, after Zhongli, of course. So maybe now she's third or maybe tied for second with Toma, whatever, right? The reason why they're going to say that to you, and I have a reason why, the simplest answer is because she can be a healer. So because of the fact that she can be a healer, then you wouldn't put her four-piece set on her because that would reduce her healing potential, especially in those tight pinches, like in the more harder content, like the Abyss maybe or wherever, or Corrosion maybe, where if she heals less, then you wouldn't, your survivability would be more at risk. So if she can heal a little better by giving her a 2-piece Maiden or a 2-piece clam or whatever now, or even a 4-piece clam, I guess, right? So then so the healers now are switching over to the 4-piece clam for a lot of them, right? So, or even 4-piece maiden if you farmed it early in the early game. So then that could be the reason. I don't use her that much, so I just gave her whatever I had, basically. Another thing that she could have used is the Bolide set, but it's really, because this increases the shield by 35% if you have a 2-piece, right? And then, yeah, so I wouldn't recommend the 4-piece for her because there's no point because she's not going to do her attacks. So that would be probably the simplest answer, but I can see your point though. I wouldn't mind giving her a 2-piece tenacity, if you have them extra, by the way, because not everyone's farming that anymore, but if you were farming them or you had them sitting around and they have decent stats on them or they're okay, they don't have to be super good either because she's just a support character, right? So then you can give 2-piece to her to increase her HP. That increases her her shield, and then maybe a 2-piece maiden or 2-piece clam to increase her healing. That's okay. But a 4-piece, yes, that's okay for her. However, you probably wouldn't use her the same way that you would use Zhongli, if that makes sense. That would be my other simple answer for you. Because Zhongli, you're going to put him on and off the field quite often, right? And you'll shield and such, right? And if you have Zhongli already, you may not need her, right? And vice versa, right? Or if you have another healer, then you may not use her either, right? So I think that would be you would want to reserve your tenacity for him. I think that's the long and the short of it, is that because she's a healer, so she has a dual purpose, whereas he's a shielder, but he can also attack. But this doesn't conflict with his ability to attack, so to speak. Whereas giving her the 4-piece Tom set would conflict with her ability to heal, if that makes sense. I remember Tectone Staphahoma, he got more, yeah, WGS, but no hope, exactly. You love Joy? Yes, exactly. I love her too. So, and Yoimiya would be, and Jocelyn went off already, but Yoimiya would be basically the 5-star version of Amber. Yes. So in case she rewatches this part. Yes. Yes, Yanika answered it correctly too. Yes, Diona's skill can't reach full potential with tenacity. There's that too, yes. Because her shield wouldn't be as strong as Zhongli's anyway, as we said, right? She could only be second or third strongest, right? So unless you're splitting your teams in the Abyss, where maybe Zhongli's on one side and then maybe she's on the other side, right? Then maybe, but then even then, she has her healing. When I think of Diona, I think of her as a healer first and then a shielder second, right? So yeah. Diona's shield actually now is the 4th because Toma has stacking mechanic and Noelle's shield is almost as good as Zhongli because defense is better now. Oh, that's such a good point. Good point, yes. But the reason Diona is better is because you can switch. Yes, true too. Those are very valid points, yes. So there you go. So now that, yes, defense and shield and Geo and all that has been kind of buffed or rebalanced, let's say, then yeah, so it just adds more to the fact that the Tom set, because really the Tom set, I'll be honest, is a very niche set. Only he would benefit from it. Now, in the past, before Albedo got his defense domain now, people had tested out that if you pair Zhongli with Albedo and give Albedo the Tom set and give Zhongli like a different pairing of this, maybe like a 2-piece and then maybe something else, let's just say like to increase its damage, then that could work too. Right, you know, but you no longer need to do that now that Albedo got his new event weapon and he has a new defense set. So then that's no longer something that people would do anymore, I think. Okay, so then character mid animation with her, but you can't with any other of the other shielders. Yes. Yes. I think you mean canceling, right? And such, right? So yeah, like I feel like Diona still is cute and has her uses, but I think now that they keep introducing new characters, right? So then she'll be like no longer as useful. So I feel like people wouldn't want to invest in this Tom domain as much and or give her those pieces. Unless you have a lot of them, then that's fine. Yeah, a 2-piece Tom and Maidens or Clam or whatever, right? If you're farming the domain, the defense domain, yeah. Good, okay, now we're caught up, yes. Thank you, though, I really enjoyed all that. Whew, I want to make sure that I do address all of you guys, so yeah. Okay, so what did I say I was going to do? I said I was going to go and farm the defense domain, so I'm going to do that right now. So let's go do that. Okay, I'm just making sure that there's nothing else I need to do. Because there's nothing else right now, so I'm just going to farm the defense domain, yeah. And I'm going to use my crappy companionship team. And I say crappy because they're not fully like maximized in any way, but yeah. Because I want them to gain companionship. But let me double check here. I forgot. Are they... Oh, they're the wolves. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go with this team. So they're not going to do the best, but they're going to do what they need to do because I need them to... I need to get that balance of giving them their companionship experience too. That's just how I play sometimes. So then you can imagine when I was using those 4 characters that I don't use, like Razor, Amber, Barbara, Noelle, I don't use them that much. Those 4 characters, because they're really low and I didn't invest in them and they have really crappy like stuff, they just have placeholder stuff. So then like, or leftover stuff that no one else wanted. So then like, those characters were not good when I was doing these kind of things. Oh, I forgot to launch the other 2, their other buffs first, but whatever. Ugh, annoying. Okay, I'm like almost dead. Because there's no healers here and then the corrosion. Okay, well I'm gonna have to heal dead before I come back in. Okay, well again I was trying to give them their, okay, whatever. I was trying to give them their companionship, that's why. So this is not like any, just so we're clear, this is not some kind of showcase or anything. I'm just literally doing this to farm this dungeon. Okay, what did I get? Elemental Mastery and Energy Recharge, so that's crap. What's this? Cryo damage. I'm only going to save it for now as a copium piece because I don't know how many more cryo pieces I have. I'm going to have to leave first and then heal. Okay, then maybe I'm going to redo this. Maybe I won't put Yunjin in this team because maybe I shouldn't do all 3. So that's okay, we'll just keep her around because her companionship is lower than the others. I'm going to go heal and then come back and then we'll just keep Kokomi on the team instead. For survivability. Okay. Okay, since I'm here, I'm never going to pass up free stuff, and I know that there's artifacts here, so I'm going to grab them. Oh, not that one, but this. And up here. Oh, that's a weapon, but whatever. This is vegetables. Okay, fine. This is artifact. And these ones are artifacts, yes. Yeah, I don't do the daily artifact hunt anymore, but anytime I'm near ones I remember, at least, from my memory only, or if I've listed them, because I'm out of map pins, then, yeah, they're so cheap, they never give us more map pins. They only give us 50 per country, but Enkonomiya is technically not part of what, Inazuma, you know? They could have given us 50 more there. Cheap ass. They should just give us like 500 pins or something. Like, we can pin as much as we want. They should just let us have that. I don't know why they're so cheap about that, you know? Okay, anyway. Okay, that's that. I put that in my survey many times. Obviously, it's gone on deaf ears, but anyway. Zhongli, yes, we were talking about Zhongli and also Diona earlier. Okay, so Q-Pop. I reached level 20 Ambret friendship level 10 by leaving her at rotting in the teapot. Oh, that's fine too. Yes, that's a good way. Yes, I do maximize them on the teapot. Every time well, now there's only 3 characters left that I have companionship to do. But when I had more than 3 characters, I would always swap out the ones that needed it, that maxed out already, and then put in the other one to make sure I try to optimize that. That's good too. Yeah. The wolves have very weird hitboxes. Please nerf. Agree. Because they're so annoying that they can go out of like the bounds and we can't go there. You know what I mean? Like they're floating kind of like in midair, but then like there's an invisible barrier that you can't cross. So annoying. Okay. Okay, this would be hopefully a better setup maybe now that the Kokumi's here. Just to increase the survivability a little bit. Ugh, annoying. Stop dodging and just die. Okay. Having her here is good because she can do this. I can heal before the next like round. Oh, okay. Can we heal again then? Okay. The good thing is at least her cooldown for that is relatively fast. In between of them. Okay. This is a defense goblet. Okay, that's okay. It's not the best, but it's a defense goblet, so I'm gonna hold on to that. Because I actually trashed a bunch of my... So this is me being silly. Before getting Yunjin, I forgot that she also scales from defense for some reason. I didn't... Yeah, I wasn't thinking. So after I got my like sets for my Goro, and my Ito, not saying that they're the best, but after I got them their sets, I trashed all my remaining defense pieces because I'm like, oh, no one else is gonna need this. So I don't have any more. Oh, wow. Like, I mean, trash as in, like, I foddered them as experience for something else. Okay, this is not the greatest, I don't think. It has defense on there and energy, but I don't think... Right? I don't think it's... Yeah, no. It's okay. It's okay, I will do a final check before I fodder stuff. But then, like, I don't think initially I would want to lock it. Stop flying around and just die, damn you. Well, that was a little bit better. Okay, well, I will still heal, just in case. Let's see what this is. HP Goblet. HP is no longer something that I care for. And that's fine. This is crap anyway. Yes, there's crit damage on there, but the flat attack is garbage. The energy recharge, yeah, okay. I'm not gonna lock that. HP Flower with attack and crit damage. This is okay. Copium. Nothing is excellent yet. Okay, before I press the button, I'm gonna read their things. Okay, the only characters who really can deal damage, deal with the wolves is all catalyst users, bow users, Ito, and Raiden. Yeah, I agree with that. Yadika, how many ER on my Ito? Looks like he is struggling charging his burst. Yeah, I don't think he has high ER, but I will check afterward. But luckily he's at least teamed with Raiden here. Q-Pop. By the way, should I hyper invest on Goro? Like, let's say level his talents to level 8 with 20 plus artifacts? It depends. If you plan to have lots of Geo comps and Geo teams and continue using him, it's up to you. That's my overall statement, and I think that's any streamer's statement or any player. But he for me is a support character, and after he's companionship level 10, I'm benching him. So therefore, I already know. So that's why I did not level up him past 70 out of 80, and I am not giving him 20 out of 20 artifacts unless he inherited some from some other character. So mine might only have like 16 in some of them. So that's where I stop at usually. And he's at 666 right now. That's mine at least. But just sharing that, but definitely if you love him and also you plan to use geocomps for for a while, then yes, you could consider that. Xiao is in the banner. Hi, Sylvana. Welcome. Xiao is, yes, on the banner currently. NTS Magic. Oh, and Xiao can also deal with wolves. Yes, he can. But then not if they swoop out of the way. Yadika, whoops, I think that's ER is enough. He can charge on one rotate. He's okay, I think, yeah. Q-Pop, if you want to... Oh, NTS is saying this to Q-Pop. If you want to build him, 20 to 35 is enough. Okay. All right, and then Averol. Welcome. So, like, Zhongli is getting nerfed because new enemies will ignore his shield and he will be less viable. So should I pull for Zhongli or Kazuha? Good question. So in a way, yes, that is considered a nerf. But at the end of the day, though, there's still a lot of content that still needs a shield. Excuse me. That was a cough. And then, so, like, it's up to you. I still feel like Zhongli is still a must pull at this stage. That would be really nasty of them to nerf him like big time. But I feel like what and somebody asked this the other day too, or yesterday actually. I would suggest just make sure that you have a healer with him, and then you should be good. So that won't mitigate. That will not reduce his viability, but that just requires somebody else to be built up in addition, which is what MiHoYo wants. That's their ultimate strategy because they want us to build other characters, which means we have to spend the existing resources that we've been hoarding, or also spend primo gems that we've been saving, or buy or spend money, basically, is what they want us to do, right? Okay, so let's see. Q-Pop. This is a support character for Ito because I want to know if hyperinvesting Goro will bring bigger damage on Ito. It will. That's a given, right? But I remember we looked over this too the other day. Goro only gives us a flat amount of defense transferred away, isn't it? It's in one of his talents. I'll look at it after this. Maybe let me, because I already pressed this button. So let me just kill this one, and then I'll, before I press it again for the next one, before I bring up the menu, then we'll look at it together. Because I think his talent says specifically he only gives a flat amount of defense away. He doesn't give a scaling amount. He only scales the defense for his own thing, I think. Which is useless. For that sense, I'm in. Okay. All right, so let's look at that in detail. Very good questions. So I left mine at 70 out of 80. I just gave him this is whatever. And then I gave him Husk and Emblem because although some people told me to give him 4-piece Husk, but he doesn't need all 4 pieces because unlike Kuchosara, who does need the energy at least, but then because the 4-piece is you get those stacks and there's like obviously scaling and bonuses and blah 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 blah, right? But Goro doesn't need to, as you can see, we always just switch him in and out. He doesn't stay on the field very long, so having more energy is better for him. And then like I'm not saying that his build is even the best, but I just gave him whatever pieces I had because I don't hyper invest. I just give whatever I have and make do, right? You know, so I gave him defense main stat there, geo here, and defense here. So I may even switch this to defense. However, we'll see, because this is a third emblem piece for me, so I could switch this off to a defense one, which I just got one, right? But I only have him at C1 too. And then like I give him 666, but that's not the point. The point is, let's look at these. See, his defense increase is only 289. It's a flat amount. And then let's look at this. Yes. So one character with him is a defense bonus. That's it. That's all it says. It doesn't say that it scales off of his defense. So he just gives a flat amount of defense to them. Now, of course, if I was to level this up, pretend, I'm not going to press the button. If you level this up to 7, then yes, he gives a flat amount that's higher by 20. Like, so he does give some extra, okay? So if you were to level this E skill up, okay? Yeah, and then for this one, he doesn't pass away any of his defense. This is scaling off of his own defense for his own skill damage and his own crystal collapse damage. That's what it is. So the E is the only one, if you were to use him to buff your Ito, this is the only one where you would level it up. But keeping in mind, 20 is not that big of a difference. It could be, but it's not that big of a difference. Just an FYI. So I think that maybe that answers your question. Yeah. And then like, okay, so let's go back to what you guys were asking about for the next okay. So so NTS, so both my Xiao and Ito have 35 ER and can maintain their burst, and my Xiao team doesn't have an extra Animo. Okay. Yeah, ER is a big deal, right? Because then, like even like you guys are asking me about my ER. My ER is not good. Yeah, so good point. So my ER is just the basic, the 100, because I ended up not getting good pieces for him because I didn't hyper invest in this domain. Even as I'm pulling now, as you guys can watch me, I'm not getting good pieces, right? See, none of these have energy recharge on them, so that's why he has nothing extra on the substats. Yeah. So I mean. So that's okay, because I'm teaming him with Raiden Shogun here, so maybe that's why he's a little bit faster. Yeah. Yeah. And then let's see. Okay, next. Avril. If you have to choose either Zhongli or Kazuha, which one would you choose? If I only could choose one, I would say Zhongli, because I always feel secure with him on my team. However, Kazuha is like very useful. But I mean, if you can only choose one, then I would say Zhongli first, and then Kazuha second. But, and this may happen this way, Zhongli is on the current banner, and Kazuha may be the next banner or in 2.6. So you could potentially get both, and I think I said this to somebody else earlier too, so I think you should get both if you can, including saving up. Okay, NTS Magic, 35. You mean 135. Okay, yeah. And then Q-Pop. Avril Shield is still viable because you want to avoid getting additional damage coming from other enemies. Correct. So I still feel more safer with the shield on. And Avril, yes. I really like Zhongli, but I like Kazuha too, but I don't have enough primo jumps to get them both. What would you recommend? Good point. But again, I would say get Zhongli first, and then it ensures your survivability and your smoother playthrough through the game for the most part. And then Kazuha, again, I feel like you can get Kazuha too. Don't worry, I have very high optimism for you. I feel like even if Kazuha comes in the next banner, next patch, 2.5, with Yaimiko, which I don't think that's the case, it's going to be Yaimiko plus Raiden. So then, like, that's why I think Kazuha is going to be pushed to 2.6. You will have plenty of time to save up for Kazuha, unless you are also trying to get Raiden and Yaimiko, and or Venti. Then I don't know, because that's a lot. Okay, I just turned off my mic to drink some water. Okay, I've been talking without drinking water. Okay, here we go. So Q-Pop, for me, that would depend on your playstyle. If you tend to eat the enemy's damage because you have a harder time dodging, then I would suggest Zhongli. That's a good point, yeah. And NTS at Yatika, yep, Ito is in a full Geo team. Okay, that's a good point, yes. Q-Pop, however, if you play very skillfully, you can just use Diona and then get Kazuha. Yes, or any other shield character, like Toma. No one used Xinyan, but Xinyan does have a shield too, right? And then like, or any other Geo character, they can generate the cheap little crystallized shields, right? Yeah. And your Xiao generates enough for himself. Yes, so if you have 135, is what you're saying earlier, yes. So as long as your Xiao can generate enough energy for himself or is decent enough, and you don't need it to rely on a battery so much, I mean, it's okay to have a battery too, then that makes it so that you can then balance it back to then focus more on damage. Yes. And Yannicka is still waiting for Kazuha, yes. I mean, I love both my Zhongli and my Kazuha. I still recommend them among my must pull 5 stars, along with Raiden Shogun. So, yeah, I feel like those are the ones. Okay. Oops, what was I doing? This way. Oh, I still have 2 more left. Okay, so 1 more after this. See, I'm getting really crappy, like, things, you know? Like, I mean, this happens to everybody. Okay, what's this? Okay, this is crap. What's this? Ugh, this is also crap. Okay, then that's that. 1 more? Alrighty. I do like his swings, like they have a huge AoE though, but he's slow when he swings some of his moves. But he at least has good damage, for sure. Oh, damn, there's 1 more dog left? I thought that was like, it was just this and then that one left. Okay, whatever. Okay, whatever. Yeah, much smoother with having Kokomi here, for sure. So similarly then, like having like Zhongli plus a healer, not necessarily Kokomi, would be fine. For the corrosion things. I'll just have to level up Yunjin's companionship separately, plus she's behind anyway because she's newer. Okay, what's this? Energy and elemental mastery. No. What's this? Elemental mastery, HP and defense. No. Okay. So in all, most of them are garbage. Even the ones I did, the 1 or 2 that I did end up keeping are just copium pieces. So that's that. But what I will do is switch back Yunjin into this because this is my companionship team, and then oh, she needs to be healed. Okay, hang on. Let me quickly heal her first, then. And we'll just use Gigi then. Okay. And then, I guess I'm gonna feed the fodder stuff to Yunjin's artifacts and get her up to 16 and 16 and then be done with her. Well, I don't think I have enough to make her all the way to 16, but you know, tomorrow's another day with new resin. So we'll just like feed all the crap to her first. And we'll just feed her like 1 or 2 more. Maybe this, and then, nope. This and this, nope. Okay, then this and this. I'm being cheap. Because I'm running out. Okay, Elemental Mastery was not useful for her, but that's fine. I'm leaving that at 16 and we're done there. So then, like, that one's 16 already. This is 20. This is 20. These are inherited from someone else. Okay, so we just feed all the remaining ones here. Oh, that's too many then. Good. Oh, it's exactly enough. Okay, then whatever. Attack. Okay, whatever. Good enough. So now she's done. My Yunjin is finished being built in the sense to a level that I'm okay with. So 666. Artifacts are done, so to speak, and then weapon is just a Favonius, and then her stats is 70 out of 80, and her crit rate is low because she will not be doing much. Her crit damage is also low because she will not be doing much. Her energy recharge is 175. Yeah. Okay. Now back to the Goro, since you guys did bring that up earlier, if you should level up his things. So mine are only like 16. That's my standard. I only go up to 16 for support characters. This was inherited, so that's, yeah, 20. And then this is 16, so that's what I have. Okay, so now back to you guys. Okay. Yes, agree. Let's see. I'm gonna go back up a little bit. Up, up, up. Okay, so Avril said, I have 75 pity and 120 fates by 13th of Feb. Calculate how many fates I can get just 2 days before Zhongli banner ends. I just need to win 50-50 or I will need to spend all my fates to get Zhongli. Okay, so definitely good luck to you, Avril. I hope you do get him earlier than that and can win the 50-50 as well, definitely. And Yanika, agree, Raiden and Kazu has a must pull. John Lee, I have 30 pity, 40 wish, and another 10 for lantern right, and a guarantee. Ooh, you're good. You're sitting very pretty there then. You're sitting confident. I think that's good. Okay, Q-pop. Hey, who knows, maybe if you level it up to level 4, you'll have a chance to get crit rate or crit damage with those 3 substat artifact rolls. Oh, the one that I picked up, you mean? Maybe. I don't know. Or, yeah, we'll see. And then John Lee, yep. And then NTS. So I want to know, who should I put Traveler in my team for the extra 10 crit rate or keep Zhong Li in the team? Oh, that's a good question. I will say, if your Traveler is decent, like you love them and you invested in him and you also don't mind using him, then sure, go ahead. But if you... And also, if you don't need to have Zhongli in certain teams, then it's okay to swap him out. You don't have to have him in every team. I'll leave it at that, because I don't know what your Traveler is like, because I don't even use my Traveler. So it's depending on what you're okay with, really. You can also experiment, you know? There's no, like... You know, you can try it out one way, and then if you don't like it, you can switch them out, you know? That's just how the game is. You can switch out artifact pieces that don't work, right? You know, weapons, that's what I was doing for a few when I had to rebuild them. I also don't like rebuilding, by the way. I don't think anyone does. Rebuilding is very time-consuming and also stressful and annoying with the RNG. So, yeah. Q-Pop, would you suggest to farm talents first if you got a new character? Because it's such a waste of resin since you get bad rolls in the artifact domain. Good question. Very good question. So whenever I got a new character, for example, I got Yunjin as the newest character. So what did I do the other day? I luckily I had like these things ready already, right? And I had this weapon I had at either level 40 or 50 in my inventory. So what I did was I just gave her whatever leftover weapon I had that I felt was decent. So this is what I gave her, and I decided to level this up. So aside from those two things leveling up, what you should do though is to level up the character herself or themselves first by going to farm their boss. I would recommend that. You know why? The boss requires 40 resin, and you have to do it anyway, because you have to get their their artifact things, like these things or whatever, right? And you have to get these things too. So you have to. So I would always prioritize getting the boss, and also by killing the boss, you'll get some artifacts. They're not gonna be a lot, and they're not gonna be good, but you'll get some artifacts too. So that in a way indirectly lets you have garbage pieces to fodder to your artifacts that you actually want to keep on them. So I would suggest farming the boss first, which is what I did. I farmed the boss first, and then I obviously had the these experience cards, so I just fed them to her, and then I had the crystals, which I farm every day, as you guys see in my streams. So then I fed them to her as well, and then artifacts are coming now. As you can see, I did them last. Technically, I just did them in front of you guys. I left them to last. Like these two 20s were inherited from I think Ito or from other character after I switched them out from him, and then there was one or two 16s that I swapped out as well from some other characters, right? Maybe one of them was from Noelle even, right? You know that she was just as a placeholder, right? You know, so then those other two they were like at level 8 or yesterday, and then I leveled up to 12, and then now they're up to 16, and then I'm done. So then I literally leveled up her artifacts last. And then talents, I already did them. So in my case though, so I had already leveled these up previously. So in between, because talents, okay, the thing with talents and I would say talents and the boss should be the priority. The reason why talents is also a priority is because talents are only available on certain days. So if it's the day, then do the talent, and if it's not the day, then do the boss. That's my rule for myself, if that makes sense. For optimization and efficiency, you know? Because I just got her like earlier this week, obviously, and then like now she's done, so to speak. Yeah. Caught up, all good. Nice to see various comments from everyone. Wow, Jocelyn, welcome back. And see some of the action too. Noted. I'll try to also level up Goro's art to level 16 as well. It's up to you, yeah. Like, if you love him, you can level him to, his art, if you love him, like, you can level him to 20. Nothing wrong with that. I just feel like, and I think many other streamers did the math before. They even said that from 16 to 20, the resources required is almost the same as from 0 or 1 to 16. Like, almost the same, right? So then, like, it's like, well, then, if that's the case, then maybe you should save that, fodder artifact for other artifacts that you want to build from 1 to 16 instead. Something like that. That someone did some calculation way back, you know, people that have more time and, more knowledge than me. So from those people, I learned that, oh, okay, then yeah, 16 is good then. So that's what I did. Yeah. Hi, Dirtbags, welcome back. Q-pop. So basically, boss and talents, and then ley lines and artifacts. Yeah, this is noted. I learned a lot from your stream today, thanks. Okay. Well, I mean, but you know what? Like, thank you. You're welcome. But you know what? You're also like an AR58 player. You know what you're doing already. Now, my ordering that I just gave you right now is because I don't play the game as much as I used to. So like, I like efficiency. You know? So like, if you can like just get them done, then they're done, right? Then like, moving on, you know? So now I just need her to like get her companionship to level 10 and then I bench her. Yeah, well, that's me, you know? And then I'm waiting to bench these two, right? You know? And then like, I'm waiting, and then, so now if you think about it, all these three characters are so-called built. Like, they're not going to be best, they're not min-max or optimized, but they're built. And then like when if I'm lucky and I get Shenhe in a few days, because I'm saving to get her, or pull 50-50. But anyway, if I get her, then I'm ready to go. Like I said, I have my experience cards. I have my weapon like ore stuff, right? You know, I have a weapon that I'm gonna give her. I'm thinking I'm just gonna shove the Black Cliff because it's already done. It's even better. I don't even have to like level this. It's already level 90. It's 50 out of it's R5, right? I'm not gonna pull for her Calamity Queller, that's why. So like either this or like I'm probably just gonna give her this. Because this is a good placeholder weapon until some better polearms come released later, you know? You never know, right? Because remember, every other patch, it alternates between a free character and then a free event weapon, and then a free character and then a free weapon, right? So we know next patch is going to be a free Catalyst 4-star event weapon, right? So then, and then maybe in the future patch, there'll be a better, like, 4-star polearm. Or maybe they'll introduce new limited series ones or new whatever ones, right? You know? Or new craftables, right? So then, like, I'm okay with just giving this to Shenhe, if I get her. Yeah. The other one I considered was the Lithic Spear. This is okay, because it does have an attack percentage subset. Yes, it's only R2, and I'm not going to pull any more refines for it. But it could be okay, so I could just shove that on her too. Because this is just making use of what I have versus trying to go for something else. Yeah. And then, like, for artifacts, I haven't fully figured it out, but I saw other people. So they said because she scales off of attack percentage, all they did was just shove 2-piece Gladiator, which is great. That's easy. And 2-piece Shimenawa, which is also easy. So I already have that kind of stuff, like, lying around. I just need to find, like, enough of those and shove them on her. And then maybe give her, like, a Blizzard, or maybe an attack percentage goblet instead of a cryo goblet. Yeah, that's all. And then she'll be good, right? You know? And then, then because she's a 5-star character and she's a support character, there's a difference then. Because I do like her gameplay and I like her look and feel, I will level up her talents beyond 666 though. Probably at least 888 or if not 999, depending on which ones are useful and which ones are not useful. But likely it'll be 999, I think. Because even Ito, I do like his gameplay, so I will level him up to 999 as well, eventually. It's not a priority, but eventually. Yeah. So I do prioritize the characters I like more and the ones I are second tier and third tier. So the ones I like more are automatically crowned already and level 9s already across the board, you know. Some of them are multiple crowned. As I've said, I no longer like Venti as much, so I'm leaving him at 6 for well, his normal attack is useless. So and then like I might level up his E to 9, but there's no rush because I'm not using him, so whatever, you know. And then like characters I use and like, I will definitely crown them and or level them to 9. Yeah, and then yeah, that's my thing. Sometimes you do this randomly. Okay, I see. Okay, back to this. Okay, want to hear the most hurtful thing, dirtbags? Okay, let's hear it. Yes, thank you, NTS. Yes, I agree. I can use Lithic Spear on Shantachu if I get her. I agree with that. Hi, Rishav. Welcome. Almost 350 subs. I'm growing fast. Oh, thank you. The algorithm seems to have liked me recently. Now, there's no rush or well, there's no guarantee that it will continue to like me though, just so we're clear. Like, I also am aware that maybe it'll drop off at one point and then I'll just be stuck at some point. And that's fine, you know? I'm not like relying on this for income or something. It's not like I have nothing else right going for me. So it's fine. It's definitely a nice bonus though. It's nice. Yes, I agree. Thank you. And just so we're clear, I also have heard I wouldn't call them horror stories, but other people's channels where the algorithm helped them for a bit and then later on like then also they lost a lot of subscribers too because maybe their content wasn't like improving or whatever. So I'm also very aware that that could happen too. So I'm not going to get ahead of myself, but I'm very appreciative and very humble about this. I'm very happy, of course, and I'm very amazed that I was able to get on the good side of the algorithm, you know, because I was stuck at 87, as I've already told the story, and Chun Chun, who's not on the stream today, but he already said, he's like, wow, you were at 87 for the longest time, like before the holidays, and then after the holidays it went to 90, and then 92, and then it went to like 120, 130, and then 150, then 180, and then I forgot the numbers in between. Then it went to 200, and I was already impressed. I'm like, ooh. And then like today, or earlier today, you guys messaged me in the Discord as well, that I'm at 300. Oh, wait, for anyone new that's still on the stream, I have a Discord channel. If you want to join, it's in the description. It's on the description of all my videos. Feel free to join, and then Chun Chun is the moderator there, but you can feel free to like message. We can also change some of the channel topics as well. We can talk about anything. It doesn't have to be about Genshin. We talk about, sometimes I talk about on some of my streams, I talk about like TV shows, movies. I talk a little bit about my lifestyle here in Canada. Etc. We talk about random stuff. Like people ask me like about like retiring or like finance. I think once or twice before. That's fine. Like we talk about random topics. Totally fine. Talk about traveling. We talk about anime. We talk about like places to visit, places to go, places we want to go to. We talked a little bit about COVID, like cities locking down basically. You know. So yeah, stuff like that. So anyway. Okay. So I'm back here now. Okay, back to the next thing. Also, you can do Ayaka, Ganyu, Kokumi, and Venti or Kazuha team. Yes, you can. Those would be very solid teams for sure. And with Shenhe, like she would totally do well with those teams. Yeah, definitely. I would. But her best is to buff other cryo characters. So I would definitely team her up with like probably Ayaka, and I want to team her up with Chongyun. Actually, I like the idea of the auntie and nephew kind of duo. Rishav, how's your day going? My day is going good. Yes, thank you so much. My voice doesn't sound like it, and I'm not really tired either. I can share with you guys. It's actually 4:30 a.m. here right now. But I had such a great time with you guys. Oh my god. We were chatting, and I love reading all the comments and answering you guys' questions. As you saw, most of the time it was just me answering them, and my character was just sitting there, and then I was like, you know, sidetracked. I totally enjoy it though. It's fun. Which would be a very good team, yes, for sure. They didn't check Discord. Why? Is there something new in Discord? I haven't checked. It normally pops up like a what do you call it? It normally pops up like a notification on my phone, but it didn't see any new notifications. Okay, and then like it's a very 5-star heavy character. Okay. Who have I crowned? Ooh, good question. I actually did a video before where I used up all 15 of my crowns. And then since then, I think we got 1 or 2 more since then. So then, most of the characters that I love are crowned. I can quickly go through them. They're always the ones near the top here. So Raiden Shogun is triple crown because I just love her so much. So that's 3 of them. None of these characters got them. So, Zhongli is 1 crown. Kazuha is double crowned. Mindy got none of mine. Jean is crowned for her alt. Eula is crowned for her alt. These are the characters I love, by the way. Although I love Ganyu, but I didn't have any more crowns at that point, so I ran out and I had to make a decision because I wasn't using Ganyu anymore at that time, so she's not crowned yet. I may crown her normal attack, but we will see. There's no rush either because again, I'm still not using her now. Ayaka, I crowned her alt because it is very useful, especially in the Abyss. Mona, I don't use, so I don't crown her. Child, I double crowned. I love my child. Yoimiya, I crowned her normal attack because that's the bulk of her damage. Hu Tao, I also love, so I crowned her normal attack because that's the bulk of her damage. Yes, I could consider crowning her, I think her alt. I don't think I need to crown her E because her E turns into this one. That's why this is crowned first. Yeah, but we'll see. But, you know, like the meta is kind of shifting as well, and also she could be at risk. I don't know. We'll see. I love my baby Klee, but I haven't crowned her because I don't use her anymore as much. I crowned my Bennett's alt. That's it. This normal attack could be left at 1, actually, just an FYI. I crowned my Shangling's alt. Yes, and her normal attack can be left at 6 as well, or lower if you don't use that at all. I didn't crown her. I didn't crown them. No. Those 10s are just because she has the +3 or whatever. Yeah, I didn't crown any of these other characters. None of them got any of my other crowns, people. None of them are deserving. Only the first, the characters in the front of the line got my crowns. Everyone else does not get crowns. Yeah, that's it. So that's my sharing. Oh, Tabis hopped into my server, so I'm gonna wave hi. Okay. Oh, I replied. There we go. Yes, because it's automatic animated. Thank you guys. And then let's see if there's any other. I'm just checking my Discord on my phone. Okay, nothing else. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so dirtbags. I forgot my password in your AR57 account. Oh shoot! Can you contact MiHoYo customer service for that? Or I hope you can. Oh no, that's bad. Q-pop, I'm already subscribed though. Good thing the algorithm has suggested a good Genshin streamer, and I'm being genuine about this. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. I'm happy that we connected. Thank you. We look forward to more streams. For sure, definitely. Rishav, did you know that the HDMI connector on PS5 is really susceptible to damage? It is, I heard. So make sure, and that's a good point. Thank you. Make sure you put your PS5 in a very stable location that you're not going to move around or have things near it. And it's not obstructed or is in your way, like when you walk by it. Because if you snap it and it breaks, it's going to be a big repair bill. And that's only assuming that they can fix it, right? So like, yeah, I just leave it stationary in the same location in front of my TV. And then I put my my PS5 headphone USB dongle on the back USB port so that I don't have a risk of walking in front of it and knocking it, you know? Yeah. Also, then it frees it up the front, so that the front is for charging my controllers. Yeah. Yeah, so then, like, I agree with you, and the HDMI, yeah, it's not, like, the best, so that's why I don't move it much, yeah. Luckily, I have a smart TV, so everything is set up. So then, like, all I do is go to my TV and I just switch to my different sources. So whether it's Switch or like my PS5, or like my TV box or whatever, or YouTube, and then or Netflix or Amazon Prime or whatever, and it's all set up already. So then, luckily, so I just leave it plugged in and then I don't move it. Yeah. I did buy the Kaching skin. Yes, I did. I bought it yesterday. So nothing special. I mean, you can see it in the shop as well. Where the hell is she? There she is. Yeah, I mean, she's pretty for sure. But I actually honestly feel like this is just a reskin of her existing dress, more or less, whereas Ningguang's skin is a new skin completely, where her dress is different, her hair is different. I feel like Ningguang's is actually better value. But I went ahead and bought it. So just as a small, I'm going to consider a reward to myself for not spending an all of 2.3, except for the basic battle pass and the Welkin, and also being lucky, I guess, for getting Ito, and also for the recent increase of my my channel like stats, let's say. So thank you guys. Yeah, so I just feel like that's fine. So I'm keeping it still low spend. Yeah. Kaching deserves triple crown, Sag. Kaching, oh, well, I have nothing against her. I actually really enjoyed using her. I actually used her a lot in 2.0 and 2.1 because Electro, right? But I mean, I have priorities. We all have priorities, right? So when in the future, when other characters already got all their crowns and there's no more ones to crown, then for sure I would move on to my secondary group. Now she's still invested. Like I still kept her at 80 of 90. I still gave her an Aquila at least, you know, and I still gave her like 20 out of 20 pieces for the most part. I mean, well, there's a few 16s and there's an 18, but you know, and then like I did get her constellations from losing 50-50 and standard banner, and I did give her 888 at least. You know, I still feel like out of respect for our 5-star character, even Xiao, who I don't use, I still gave him 888. But you know, and they still got like a 5-star weapon that's level 90, right? You know, so yeah, it may not be her best, but I don't think Kaching has a signature weapon. That's why. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. E. It's tabs, but with an E. Oh, I see. Oh, nice. Thank you. Welcome to the Discord channel. Oh, yes. Kaching and Albedo, they were your first 5-stars for NTS? Perfect. Albedo is good too. Actually, I have not rebuilt him yet. I'm considering rebuilding him if I farm that defense dungeon a little bit more and get better pieces. Right now they're all shitty pieces. So his normal attack does not need to be leveled up at all. I don't know why I brought it to 6, but I just left it at 6. I guess that's my standard. And then at least I did level these to 9. I'm not going to crown him though, because I don't even use him that much. I don't have any consolations for him. I gave him, because I had him since the beginning, so like when he first came out. So then I have the Archaic Petra on him, which may or may not be as good anymore. Obviously, his newest best is the Husk one, right? So these haven't been replaced yet. They're not good. And I left him at 16 because well, there's a few 20s in there because they were inherited, but that's my standard, yeah, because he's a support character, right? And I didn't use him much at all. And then, of course, the event weapon. I did not get him his special weapon, his Summit Shaper. I didn't get that, and it didn't even come back during the last event when he came back. So it was very interesting that they didn't bring that back for his banner. So interesting things that MiHoYo does. But now moving forward, they're matching the characters with the weapon banners, as we've seen, which is a good thing. Because before that, they weren't. They would always give you one good weapon and then one shitty weapon that no one wanted, but then they would always like favor that one to be like you would get that other shitty one, you know? So I don't know. Yeah. Hence the weapon banner is a trap and a scam. It's Albedo. Alfredo is a food. You're right. Alfredo is the white spaghetti sauce. Rishabh, I said I would skip the skin. I agree. I know. Yeah, I know you're gonna call me out on this. So hence I said I gave it to myself as a small reward. Yes, I said I would, but I decided to just get it. And Kaching does have 2 best in slot weapons, Mist Splitter and Jade Cutter. True, but my point is they're not signature weapons. They weren't made for her. But I agree, Jade Cutter is an awesome, awesome universal 5-star weapon, just like the Staff of Homa. And the Mist Splitter, yes, is also good for her, because it's the best for her and for Ayaka. Agree. Dirtbags, I lost my 50-50 to a stupid C1 Gene. Oh, well, Gene is still very good, but I know how that feeling works. Obviously, you want how that feeling is. You obviously want the featured character. Yes, Cinnabar Spindle is best in slot for Albedo. I agree as well. Yes, so that's probably why they didn't bother putting the Summit Shaper on there, because they probably figured out that no one's gonna want it anyway. Because it's redundant. But then if you think about it, Yai Miko's next banner coming up in next patch, she's gonna get her signature like purple bell shrine maiden bell thing. And then then she's gonna get we're gonna get an event weapon for her as well, right? So isn't that kind of redundant too? Because I'm obviously not going to, and I will be honest here, I am not going to pull for her signature weapon. I'm going to just get the event weapon, because often the event weapon is decent enough. But that's also assuming that I actually get Yaimiko. I could lose the 50-50 and not get her. So then I wouldn't even have to care. So we'll see. Yes. But we also have to see what the mega streamers do. Maybe they'll test her and be like, she's freaking amazing, which they will say, of course. They were going to say that anyway. But then we'll have to be realistic and look at it with a grain of salt and with a practical lens if it's actually worth getting her. We'll see. But maybe I'll just want to get her for collectability purposes, or maybe if I'm near pity again, because we'll see. Yeah. Okay, so Qpop, do you agree to rerun the 4-star event weapon banners by buying it directly from the shop? Oh, that's a great idea, especially for newer players, because they would not have gotten any of the old weapons. I think the very first event weapon was the Festering Desire, right? Because that was 1.2. Yeah, and then what was after that? I don't remember now. I think it went in all the orders, right? Weapon, so sword, and then what was the next one? Oh, I remember now. It was the harp. No, the Windbloom Ode, right? It was the bow. The bow was next. Yes, 1.4, because it's every other. Yeah, the bow was next. This one was okay, but it wasn't as useful, but it was okay. And then after the bow was 1.6. It was Klee's Dodo Tails. Yes. And then after that, there was no such thing as a 1.8. It was a 2.1, right? And 2.1 was the catch. No, it was the other. Oh, because the catch is the fish. So it was a claymore, yes. So that was special because they gave us 2 event weapons of that patch. Remember? Yes, that's why. Well, that one was a permanent one, but then they went through all of them by giving us the Then it was the polearm. It was sorry, the claymore. It was right. Which one was? Oh, this the fish. Yes, 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 yes. And then the catch was just a polearm that was given to us for the fishing event, and then now they're resetting it back. And then they reset it back with Albedo's event with the Cinnabar Spindle, and then the next one will be another Catalyst. So they're skipping the bow one for now. So that means the bow is going to come up again soon, right? And then I agree though. They should make them available. Or maybe make them, I don't know if you can make them craftable, but maybe make them like available or make them available on a banner. Because some people didn't get all 5 refinements for some of these some of these weapons as well, right? So they should make the refinement materials also available somehow. Okay, so Rechef, should I get Zhongli or stay for Yaimiko? Well, that's up to you. Like, do you prefer like Yaimiko? Because right now, because you and Chun were like, you guys love her, which is fine. I love her too, but I don't know that she's actually that good right now, based on what I've seen. I like her as a character, yes, but I don't actually know that she's actually good. It's just like Shanta. She's actually, some people say that she's not that good, so I don't really know. But then like, I don't mind collecting it because I'm very close to Pity in this case, so I don't mind trying my luck for Shanta, right? I don't know if I'm actually going to be that close for Yaimiko, but I might be if Yaimiko comes on phase 2 of next patch. Then that's enough time in between to save, because I'm going to skip all the remaining banners of this patch after Shanta, right? You know, so that could be enough time to save all my gems and bring up my Pity to then, maybe. Yeah. So reach out. Oh, so NTS, it's Alfredo, try me. Okay. Okay, so you hate big streamers. They just put clickbait type. That's what we mentioned that earlier. Yeah, exactly. But they make money because of the clickbait things. Maybe I should be more clickbaity. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. And it's all fluff in their videos. It is, exactly. They drag it out. Excuse me. And then like, you know, they drag it out. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. So little content and they're condescending to their chat. Oh, well, maybe at a certain point. Excuse me. I'm cough. I'm gonna turn this off. Ooh, sorry, I just keep coughing because I keep talking without drinking water because that's my thing. No, I agree with you. Like, because maybe their chats are so huge that they can't even see all the. Because obviously I'm not huge, right? So I can see all of you guys' like messages even if I scroll up. So that's why I can address each one individually. Whereas like they're huge. So like I've seen and participated, not participated by typing, but I've like joined. Their chats like fly up. Like they can't even like catch all the things that are being said. You know. So like there's that too, right? I don't know if they're condescending, but like I don't know, maybe. Like I know that some of them did get pissed off at some of their viewers. But that's because they do those giveaways, and they said that there's some troll viewers that just jump in just for the giveaway, but they only subscribed or they only joined just for the giveaway, or they're condescending towards them and they're nasty towards them. Like they're not respectful to the streamer too, and maybe it got to them. So then I can see that too where they put up walls. Obviously you guys are super nice and supportive, so I just want to keep it like friendly and positive. I don't like toxicity either. It's uncalled for. So yeah. And it's just a game, honestly. Like, you know, I've had people comment negatively on some of my videos too. I block them, but then like I don't mind the comment. I can take it, but I also don't need that in my space. It's my video. It's my content. I can do whatever or say whatever I want. If you don't like it, that's fine. I'm not forcing it down your throat. You know what I mean? And also, what they were in those cases, what those comments were removed, but what they were saying was bullshit anyway. It's just FI. So they were saying bullshit that I didn't even say. They're like twisting my words and saying that I only prefer prefer waifus over others, and I keep telling people to not pull on certain characters because I prefer the female characters more than the male characters, and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, no, that's not true. And then they kept saying like, that they didn't believe me that I wasn't like a whale or whatever because I got all this stuff. I'm like, no, I only spent during, again, only a few patches. I literally only spent during those few patches. Like, and then I was a small spender before, so I did spend here and there. I did obviously buy wishes too, but not like heavily, you know? So, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, that's fine. Dirtbags, what's Klee? Yeah, Klee's cute. I love her. Reshab. Okay, so K-pop said Reshab. I remember some of them. Yeah. And this is why I prefer small streamers because they're more interactive. For sure. And I don't know if you guys have heard been to well, you guys, I think a lot of you guys are located in the Asia server anyway, but if you guys have been to Japan, you know how Japan and maybe Korea too, they have those tiny bars. I don't know if you guys know, but if you don't know, they have tiny bars and they call them snack bars. That's what they're called. They don't really, like, they have snacks there too, yes. And then you end up just talking to the bartender the whole night, drinking. And also, like, with, like, the other patrons, you know? And that's how you make friends. Because I travel to Japan quite often, obviously before COVID. So I used to go there, like, 2 or 3 times a year. It's a long flight, by the way. But anyway, I love it. And then like, I just love it. It's like it's almost like my second home, actually. Like actually, Asia in general is almost like my second home. I go there so often. Anyway, but like I love Japan, and I used to learn and study Japanese in high school. It was my third language, third like studied language, because obviously we have in Canada English is our first language, and then in Canada our second official language, and I mentioned this on other streams, but our second official language is French, and by law. And by school curriculum, we are required to learn the opposite official language. So we had to, and you can't not take it. So we had to learn French from grade 8 to grade, I think, 11 or grade 11, I think. We had to do a minimum 4 years. And then in the final year, you don't have to take it anymore. You can take anything else. But in addition, you're allowed to pick another language. So many people chose like Mandarin Chinese or Japanese or or Spanish. Those are also very popular, right? I chose Japanese as my other one just for fun. Yeah, because I always love Japanese stuff. And then like so I did Japanese for like 3 or 4 years in high school. Yeah, and I even did like a little bit in university, I think. And then as an adult, I went back and did some refresher course. I forgot it all now. Yeah, even though I go to Japan so often, so I only know the basics when I go there, like to like get around and like to like talk to people. I know the very basics only. Yeah, but then like yeah, I've forgotten it now that we haven't been able to travel. But anyway, regardless of that, so then, okay, so just so we're clear, so in most of Canada, in case you guys don't know, we speak English. But there's one province, it's called Quebec. It's spelled with a Q, and they speak French there as their primary language. So they are required by law and by school curriculum to learn the opposite official language, which is English. So they have to do the opposite. They have to learn 4 years in high school of English. So that's the opposite for them. Yeah. And then in their main capital city of Montreal, they have to like they speak English there too. It is an international city. So then like they do speak English there too. Yeah. And also if they have to find a job, and most jobs do require both in that province. Whereas for us, if we find a job, we don't have to know French for our job. But there are certain jobs that require us to know French too. So and those jobs that they call it a bilingual, and many of those jobs call it a bilingual bonus. So they actually pay you more if you are fluent in both. So I can tell you that I am not fluent in French. I forgot it all. So like, forget it. So then I will never get that bilingual bonus. So yeah, but also because you get paid more for that, for the same job, but you have to do it in both languages. So you have to type like emails and papers and whatever it is, like reports and stuff in the other language too, which I would never want to do. So then, yeah. So anyway, just an FYI in case you didn't know that. Yeah. Risha, do I use hentai? So hentai, in case anyone doesn't know, it's like erotic anime and or manga comics. Um, well, I mean, I'm an adult man, so I've seen them, but then like it is what it is, like whatever. And if you've ever been to Japan, um, I will say that there's lots of sexualization there. I mean, if you watch any of their animes, like, come on, there's lots of sexualization and objectification there. There are literally anime shops that sell manga. There are like multi floors, like they're like a department store even, right? And they're like every floor and every section is like a giant bookstore or a comic books or comic anime theme store. And then there are some floors that actually say it's adult only, and those are the floors where you can go in and they have like videos and they have sex toys, let's say, they have like mangas and stuff devoted to like hentais and yaois. Yaois is like when it's boys love, when it's two men, yeah, or two guys, yeah. And then like they have all those like things separated. They have all kinds of different like let's just say sexual like themes as well, but those are for adults only. Just an FYI. So yes. But usually most of them are packaged, so you can't open them up and look at them anyway, right? So then like you can only see the cover and the back. That's it. But it's interesting just to walk around, you know? FYI. Oh, the website. Oh no, I don't know. Get that bilingual bonus for the waifus and husbandos? No, it's okay. Because that would mean I would have to restudy like the French, and I'm not going to. And in order to qualify as fully fluent in that language, you have to take a government test, and I'm not going to do that. Because they would have to, well, certain jobs are not so stringent and strict about it. Certain jobs may require you to prove that you are, right, you know? But I don't want to, and I'm not going to. Just so we're clear, though, it's not like it's equivalent to double your salary. Like, pretend that you were getting, like, X salary. It's not like because you know the other language that you can get 2 times the salary. No. It's just a little bit extra on top, you know? So, yeah. Hence, it's not worth it. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, children, dirtbags has to go. Okay, then enjoy. Thank you for coming. Have I explored Enkanomiya? Yeah, I knew you would ask me. No, I have not. I can tell you that right now. I have not. I have not since going there that day to unlock it. That's it. Yeah. Have you? Yeah. Have I taken TOEIC? No, I have not either. No, I haven't taken any of those other language tests. I didn't even take the Japanese one has one called JNPT or something. Japanese National Proficiency Test. I have not done that. Many foreigners like to do that one because if you can pass, they have different levels and tiers. If you can pass them, that means that you're at a college level or university level, and if you can pass a higher level, then you're at like a casual or speaking level. For me, I don't need to. I'm an adult, so like I'm not doing it for any academic purpose. I'm doing it for a professional like work purpose. I'm just doing it for interest. So I don't think that I need to like prove myself to anybody. It's just for fun, like when I travel there. So no, I'm not gonna take those tests. Why would I want to put myself through that? You know? Yeah. Oh, you haven't yet either for academia? That's fine. It's permanent content, so it's gonna be there. Academia is quite interesting for sure. A really different atmosphere. For sure, definitely, Jocelyn. That's a great point. It is very interesting, and it did intrigue me enough by just opening up that day that I did do a little bit of light exploration. It's so funny because on the map it says I'm 50% complete, but it's not true. It only says that because I went and activated all of the original teleport points. However, I did not unlock the last 3 yet in that small island to the northeast. But that's okay. That's part of something that I'll have to do later. But like, yeah, I actually am very interested to fully explore that one. So coming soon, I will do that one and prioritize that whole set of islands before the other 3 Inazuma Islands, which I haven't fully explored yet. The last 3 that we got. So I definitely do plan to. I just have been busy with my job the last few days and having to just take a nap after work every day. So tomorrow should be my last super busy work day, I think. I think we're all caught up and all the reports should be submitted by tomorrow. Later this week, I should be able to breathe a little bit more for my regular day job. Yeah, I also do stocks during the day sometimes. Like I look at it. I don't have to trade every day, but like stocks have been down for everything lately. So I mean, waiting for opportunities. It's definitely a good opportunity now for those of you who are of legal age and or are willing to invest or try stocks. Yes, it's a good time. Yep. So yeah. So that's where I make my money. I do obviously I had my job, but then like before when I wasn't working, I had my stock money, I had my real estate, and I make no money from this, from YouTube or Twitch. I don't even go on Twitch anymore. But yeah, and then yeah, basically that's where my money comes from. It's just stocks and like real estate. And then I just stay at home mostly every day. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, you're based in Japan. You're based in Asia. Nice, Jocelyn. And greetings from a Frenchman. Oh, Jocelyn, you're a Frenchman? Nice. Bilingualism is fabulous. It is. I agree. I'm just not good at it. But bonjour. So yes, I did travel to France. So I've been to France once in my life. I've been to Paris, and we went to the Champagne region as well. And we did the Moet et Chandon wine or champagne tour, let's say, and the winery tour. And then it was good. And then like we stayed, yeah, in the Champagne. We rented a house and stayed there. And then in Paris was nice. But I will say though, the people in Paris are not that nice though to foreigners. I'll just be honest. Especially if you don't speak French fluently, they don't like it. Like it's not like I was being rude or anything. They just like they kind of this snobby air about them, like the Parisian people. But the people in the countryside were much friendlier. Just being honest. No offense if you're from Paris. Just being honest from my own personal experience. Yes. Did I complete the Sakura tree? No, I'm at level 44. I haven't explored everything else to get all the sigils. Yeah. Jocelyn opens up to such different range of thoughts and emotions. Likewise, when I learn other languages from Asia or other parts of the world, exactly, and different way of thinking too, and translation, totally. Q-pop, of course, I've taken it myself just so I can qualify to apply for international companies. Oh, that's good. Do it. Yes, if it's for work, I would do it, but I don't have any reason to because I'm not planning to work in Japan, or do any work for a Japanese company. So hence I don't need it for a career or profession. So I would only do it for interest. Therefore, I would not need to take it, the exam or would want to put myself through that. Nap after work is great to let you stream wait till early morning. I guess, yes. Investing in stocks require active supervision and level-headed mind. Well done if you can manage it. Yeah. So there's multiple ways and different strategies. I've been doing stocks for a while. This will age me, but I'm in my 30s. So I'm not like young and like you guys, but yeah, I've been doing it since the financial crisis, 2008. So as all the rich people say, when the world goes to hell, this is not their exact words, but this is my interpretation. When the world goes to hell, as long as you have cash on hand, you can take advantage of those opportunities. So, yeah. And so, COVID being an opportunity, I'm going to be very honest, it is an opportunity. So I told a lot of people that are close to me since 2020 onward, I'm like, this is the time to buy stocks if you didn't buy them, and this is the time to learn because you should buy a lot of them now. Because a lot of the companies went, well, don't buy the ones that were going to go bankrupt or have gone bankrupt, obviously, but like the ones that are like good companies that just had a really rough year, right? You know, because a lot of them have recovered and profited already since then. And a lot of people have made money. Like one of my siblings, I was so happy. Yeah, my sister, my youngest sister. So yeah. Anyway, long story short, I told her some stuff, and then like she went and did her own research too, of course. So it's not. I'm not gonna take all credit. She did her stuff, and she also risked her own money too. So she doubled her amount. So I'm very proud of her. Yeah, she turned a pretty good, pretty high 5-digit amount into a 6-digit amount. So I'm very proud of her. So yeah. Paris is your hometown. Okay, sorry then. I'm obviously there are nice people in Paris too, but I'm just saying a lot of people were very snobby towards us because we don't speak French. Yes, Q-pop. Imagine staying home from work. You can play Genshin while multitasking on your work. This is the life I want to be on. No, actually, to be fair, you can't, okay. You should not be playing games while you're working on work time because that's technically stealing time. You shouldn't do that. I don't do that, by the way, just so we're clear. When I'm doing my job, I focus on my job and then I take my breaks. Luckily, you can take your breaks whenever, as long as you claim them, right? So I take my breaks, and then like even when I take my breaks, I'm like in work mode, so to speak. So when I take my breaks, I just look at the news. Maybe I scroll on my phone and look at the stocks, and then like obviously I have to make my food, right? And then that's it. And then when my break is over, then I go back to work on my desk. Actually, it's not my desk; it's my dining table. Work from home, right? And then like on my laptop, yeah. And then yeah, that's fine. And then I just block in my schedule. We use different technology and different like apps and stuff. So I just block in my calendar so that people can't book me for like meetings and calls and stuff while I was on my lunch. So that's all. I just block the time. Yeah, it's fine. It's yeah. That's what I do. So no, I don't play the game during my work hours. And then after work, if I'm not too tired, I will play a little bit. But lately I haven't been because I've been really tired. And then like yeah, I'll nap. Yeah. So that's how I used to do it. Yeah. Paris is nice to visit. The Parisians are rough, even for us from there, even how we speak. Okay, well thank you. That's very nice of you to say that. It wasn't just me then. Okay. What are you guys talking about now, John Lee? We're just talking about random topics now, because I did all my like gameplay stuff. So, and I'm just catching up on you guys' thing. We're just talking about Paris, and they were talking about Japan at first, and people brought up hentai at one point, in case you missed it. Yeah. We veered off, yes. Oh, Jocelyn, if you want to talk about age, I invested in stocks during the dot-com years until the bust. Oh, wow. Now you're really aging yourself. It's okay. We're all young at heart here. It's fine. And I will say this, with stocks, there's different strategies. So then you must be clear that you must know then there's a dividend strategy, and that's basically what I go by to create a guaranteed income for myself. Yeah. So like, sorry, I'm just coughing in between. Give me a sec. So if you invest in like good quality dividend stocks that can pay out regularly, monthly or quarterly, and then you can count on them and they're reliable, even with ups and downs, like the stock is solid and the company is solid, then you should be able to guarantee a certain income level for yourself. And therefore that should allow you to retire, which is what I did. Now, just so we're clear though, when I say retire, I don't mean like I don't have to work ever again. I mean, I could choose that, yes, but it gets really boring, especially because I'm still young. And that's why I still looked for work. And I'm willing to come out of retirement to do my job. Yeah. And I don't know if you guys heard of this, but it's very popular in North America at least. It's called the FIRE movement, FIRE, which is why my channel is named FIRE Gaming Project. So literally, FIRE stands for Financial Independence Retired Early. And this only applies to people that retired in their 20s to 40s. Because people who retire in their 50s is still considered early retirement, but that's not really FIRE anymore. That's just regular early retirement. And then people retire in their 60s, that's just retirement, right? So FIRE was kind of a concept that was kind of invented by young tech people that worked in Silicon Valley and San Francisco and in those really high, big companies like Google, Facebook, the FANG companies, F for Facebook, A for Apple, right? N for Netflix. Oh, Apple and Amazon. So there's two A's in there. And then Apple and Amazon, Netflix, and then G for Google, right? So then like, yeah, people who work for those companies, they made a lot of money, obviously, and then and they work long ass hours. They sometimes work like, because they're all salary as well. They work maybe like 10, maybe 12 hours a day, right? And they're great. And they're very smart people, just so we're clear. So of course they're very smart to begin with. And then so they figured it out that you just need to save all your money and invest it in various different strategies. And, and then like if you just work really hard, and because they're working all the time, they have nowhere to spend their money, right? So then like, anyway, if you work really hard and you save up a lot of that money, you can just retire. And then they just coined this term. And then, of course, then it trickled down. And then people with lower incomes, because I don't work for a tech company, just so we're clear. I don't work in Silicon Valley or make like that much money. So then like people figured out different strategies at different income levels to achieve FIRE status and then retire. And yeah, Because I think the current generation moving forward, not everyone cares to say stay working for their whole life. They want to enjoy and have a nice life balance, right? Also, not everyone wants to commit to one company anymore. That's the old way of thinking. And also, even companies don't want you to work for them forever anymore. Because companies before, they would want you to work for them forever and be loyal, and then they would pay you out a really nice pension. Most companies don't even pay pensions anymore when you retire, or some companies are nasty. They will fire you before you're eligible for pension, like the year or two before you can retire, and then you're screwed. Like, so then there's all these things anyway. So enough about that. But like anyway, so then fire is just a way for you to take control of it yourself, so you're not relying on that salary. Yeah, stocks. You can monitor and trade actively or just invest in what you believe and don't touch it. Yes. So there's also that too. Those are the two extremes. So I've done the day trading before when I didn't have to work. So day trading does require you to look every moment basically, and it's very stressful, but you can make a lot of money, but you can also lose a lot of money really fast. Okay, so I've done that. I've also done the buy and hold strategy where you just buy some really good ones and then you hold them for a long time and then you flip them here and there if you want to, or if not, then you don't, right? You know? But then now I like the dividend strategy because it is the strategy that works for me to allow me to not worry about if I have a paycheck or not. Yeah.
不勒头不画脸，今天乐得清闲。
So I do a hybrid, to be honest. So I call it my core. I have a core dividend strategy, and it guarantees my expenses and all my living is all covered. And then I have the other speculative side where I'm also like flipping things. So obviously the trending ones are all crypto related right now. So I have been flipping my cryptos and also other trending ones I can flip as well. So that's I do a hybrid strategy. But regardless of what happens on the flip side, speculative side, let's say, or the trading side, I do have my guaranteed everything covered. Yeah. I also have my real estate, so I do have, I collect rent as well. Yeah, exactly. So we don't know. Of course, every few years there's always a crisis. So just make sure cash is king, technically, but you don't want to hold on to too much cash as well. I agree. Stocks are very risky. There's no guarantee even for dividend ones. I've also suffered for some of my dividend ones, had to cut their dividends temporarily, thank God. Some of them are still reduced. Some of them have resumed already. Some of them suspended it, so they stopped paying. Some of them reduced it. Yeah. So I have experienced that too, just so we're clear. And then what happened was that in those situations, thank God I had savings. That's all I can say. So then I'm still pretty frugal overall. So then like you just have to like get through it, right? You know? And then like that's all. And then, so after that happened, then some of them resumed and stuff, and then I was able to, and also the stock markets have recovered, and I've recovered as well, in most part, and then I've been able to rebalance, and so then I learned that some of mine that I thought was really good are no longer as good, so I've downgraded them, and therefore downgraded my holdings, so that's just part of it, right, you know? And then you rebalance to other better or have more potential places, and then you just rebalance it all. So it's okay, it's fine, yeah. But that's part of the whole thing. You're not supposed. There is no such thing as hold forever. You can't, just like in life, nothing stays forever, right? So you have to rebalance them. Okay. Yes. Okay, Rishab, it's raining here? Oh no, it's raining here too. Didn't know about fire. Super interesting. Retiring before 60 will become a big thing in the coming years, as many people are going to 60 plus at least, especially in Europe. Exactly. And many countries are wanting people to keep working till 70 even to get their government pensions for the countries that offer it. So then like I can see that too because there's also an aging population issue and there's a decrease in people having babies, right? You know, also increase in costs overall for everything, right? Inflation aside, everything is going up in cost, right? You know, housing is expensive, food is expensive, right? Utilities are expensive, energy is expensive, everything's expensive, right? You know, so then people are choosing not to have kids. I'm choosing not to have kids. I'm not getting married. I'm not planning to have kids. That's my decision. Yeah. So then, like, not because I can't afford it, but because I just don't want it, you know? So, yeah, I'm fine. And then, you know, just different things like that, you know? And then, like, yeah, so that's fine. I mean, I'm open to the idea, but I'm not, like, at this stage, I don't feel like I want to. Yeah. And then, you know, but then, like, those are things. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Good for you, Jocelyn. Yes, a good mix for sure to balance out the currencies as well. Yeah, I don't do forex, So the only other currency I may hold is US because obviously US stocks is just down like south from us and New York Stock Exchange, right? So then like those are the only like Canadian and US. Obviously I have little bits of cash for like different currencies from different countries when I travel to them, but then that's a different story. That's not like invested. Yeah, unexpected for sure. Thank you. Yeah, I can talk about any topic. That's why I made it clear. This, although my channel is not a Genshin only channel, although I only seem to be playing this game right now, but then like I want to bring other games into this channel, but I also want to talk about other topics too. And I did talk about this that I may open up another channel to talk about other topics so that it's not specifically for this one. So sorry to those other people who are not interested in these topics right now. So we'll keep that at a minimum, but it's very interesting for sure. Yeah, it is very interesting. So my friend who's older than me, he's in his 50s. His daughter was into it, and then he got into it too because of her. So it happens. Oh, I see. Assets and other currencies. I see what you mean. Okay, yeah, yeah, fair. Yeah, I'm not at that level where I have like assets in other countries. All of my assets are Canadian and maybe American. That's it. But like, you know, indirectly, maybe if those things are invested in other things, no. So all of my stuff is here. So it's easier to manage this way. But no, in the future, I actually, at one point, I thought I would retire in Japan and buy like a place there. Um, yeah. So because their real estate is still cheaper than my city. In Tokyo, it's expensive, but like I'm thinking about some of the further out places because I wouldn't need to work, right? I would just go there to enjoy, so I wouldn't need to live in the like central area. So, yeah. Alrighty. Okay. So as amazing as this chat was, and I really appreciate you guys, and thank you guys for sharing as well. And I hope that I was able to help some of you guys for your questions, and also maybe keep it entertaining. It is 5:15 a.m. Definitely time flies when you're having fun. Hey, I have to wake up in 3 hours, so I will call it a night actually, or a morning, and then go and like lie down for a few hours, and then wake up, and then roll out of bed, comb my hair, put on a shirt, and do my job. I will still be able to function. I'm still good, so that we're good there. But yes, thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next stream. I will continue to stream regularly. I cannot commit to which days, but regularly I will be here. So I will look forward to see you guys, and feel free to join my Discord. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, have a good day.